right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit Football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and subscribe. And for our avid fans, keep on doing that great work. We really and truly appreciate it. So today we are here to give you guys some more Reggae Boys news. Obviously, Reggae Boys is always in the news. So as you can see by the title, you have Curtis Still that we talked about the other day, broke down extensively. He's actually been called by the JFF and also the coach himself. Let me know in the comment section if that's another stripe for the coach. We're going to detail everything about him like how we did it. But I'm loving the fact that we are doing things way in advance and you guys get to see the repercussion from it itself. So that simply means we are doing some good things here. So this definitely you know that you need to subscribe, because once we try to approach it, maybe we are not always correct, but we at least get it correct some of the times. All right, yes, man. And then we have Shamar Nicholson. Nicholson's come back to his team. We have to detail that as well and ask a few questions, because you have to look to the future as well. And we have to play the clip from the new boss yet again to hear him clear up a few more things, and then we are going to break it down, because sometimes people do speak on things and sometimes it go off not the right way, and because we want the best thing out there, we try to break it down our way and even make people call in on it to see if we got it wrong. We are not afraid to say sorry, and we try to work on it as a team. All right, yes. And then we have to go through a few more statements. Yes, there. And we have to ask about Wes Arden, because Wes Arden is one of the individuals that he's capable of playing right back and centre back as well. So that's something we have to look at and detail. So let me just go through the comment section and then we start the actual show. Give some shout out to some people at this point in bad situation and people that lost their lives. We have to definitely started to say that I've seen in an article came to us, and it's definitely terrible and sad, sad. I heard that around 9 personnel got shot and 3 died. So condolence to the family and definitely speedy recovery for all of the personnel that will be in the hospital. Very, very sad. And I know it's a traumatic moment because it was actually on a football pitch at this point. All right. Christopher Zadi, RIP to him as well. A personnel sent it in. Yes, so definitely have to say RIP. And the Damian Lowe abuse situation, we are going to try and get into it and ask a few questions here and there. All right, let me just go to the comment section. So Sir Brain Drain says, I guess you came out looking really smart in this whole confusion. Human emotions and impulsive behaviors. There is no proof that YouTubers got banned from the press conference. Okay. Brain Drain, come on, man. I don't know, Brain Drain. I just asked the necessary questions. I saw Ryan's video, and went there and just told him to vet his thing next time. I don't think it's all of our doom and gloom, but just vet a thing and move on from there. That's what I've texted. I knew Ryan from before I came here, way before I came here. Maybe he never told people that, but way before I came here, yes. So I just give him the word of advice. It's a street, and I've told him before that once one vlogger goes down, everyone gets branded. So if you can pass the helping on to someone else, no problem. You can always do it. That's the best thing to do. All right, yes, man. But it's nothing about who get it right or anything. Brain Drain, we are bigger than that, so we can just pass that. Yes. So just support him and just give him some advices along the way. Yeah. And we have Sean Base in the building. Massive respect, Sean Base. Please share the video in the Discord for me. Thanks very much. Yeah. Then we have Charles and Maislin. Big up yourself. Massive respect, man. Yes, hopefully we can have a very good show. Guys, let me see if we can target 200 likes on this one. We are going to try our best to extend the show so everyone can get their time. We're going to maybe extend it to an extra half an hour, because normally it should be in the day part. But as you know, when the time permits, that's what we have to do at this point. Kai in the building. Massive respect. How you doing, man? How you doing? Big up, man. All right. We have Jason Guna in the building as well. Then we have B Douglas checking in, big up yourself. Then we have C and Bowen checking in as well. Wayne Carnage, long time no see, big boss. Oh, you doing, man? Hope all is well. Yes, man, we are here, man. We have to keep the fire burning, making the world a better place. Says blessings, JD. Blessings to you, just the same. Then we have the information boss. I do hope that JFF can pull off a friendly match for the World Cup window of November 16th to the 20th. Well, let's see still, because we heard about um, friendlies trying to go come and go. So let's see. We have even that to talk about as well. Marvin Ferran, thanks for being here. How you doing? Hope all is well with you. And then we have our big boss in the house, Brian Burke. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have the Africans in the building. Massive respect yet again. Kevin Jones, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Hope all is well with you. Then we have our brother in the building, Dwayne Thomas in the building, and you have Dockland Stennett. Keep blaze in the fire, Dockland. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So, guys, we are going to move over to the detailing screen so we can start this conversation. All right? Yes. I think we should start with the coach. You know what? Let me start with the coach. Guys. We are going to start with the coach right away, and then we chop it up. All right. So the detailing screen coming right up for you guys. 1 second. Yes, so we know everything is up. All right, so the detailing screen right here. First thing, new coach sounds good, but JFF should speak. All right, that's the title here. Yes, the arrival of Icelander, Heimir Hallgrímsson as Reggae Boyz head coach is a development of well night seismic proportions. Iceland, a volcanic Nordic island with a population of less than 370,000 people, had little or no tradition at the highest level of football until its women's team qualified for the UEFA Women's Euros in 2009. Iceland women repeat that achievement in 2013 and 2017. All right, yes. The men's team with Hallgrímsson and Swede, Mr. Lars Lagerbäck at the helm advanced to the quarterfinals of Euros 2016, as we talked about before. Relying on solid defense and rapid counterattack, Mr. Hallgrímsson was in charge as Iceland reached the World Cup finals in 2018. All right, they reached the World Cup game itself, because sometimes that will come off. Maybe people personals thought that they were in the final of the World Cup, but the World Cup finals, like you're at the World Cup stage, all right? Becoming the smallest nation ever to do so, all right? The Jamaica Football Federation, JFF, is now banking on Mr. Hallgrímsson unmatched experience in achieving World Cup qualification with a small country operating on limited resources. All right. Yes. So that's very much important. It's been 24 years since Jamaica's only participation in a senior men's World Cup finals tournament, France 1998. Few back then anticipated the drought to come. All right. Yes. Yet Brazilian Mr. René Simons, who guided the Reggae Boyz to France, had warned that Jamaica's success was akin to putting the roof on a building without first erecting the foundation. All right, yes. He meant that Jamaica's football in the late 90s lacked structure, professionalism, and basic resources, such as decent playing surfaces and other facilities for players and spectators. Much of those inadequacies remained. Indeed, and a repeated complaint has been the tendency to learn from one World Cup campaign to the next without paying sufficient attention to necessary business like football development. So, guys, you heard that from 1998 we had this struggle of not having good pitches, and even to this point, you still heard personnel coming in 2022 and people still complaining about pitches. So definitely the JFF has some work to do there, because they are trying their best to prove come to the table. But in order to come to the table, you have to provide certain things that you never had provided at the start. So you have to show that you're changing for people to start believing you. All right, yes, man. So, yes, and so we're gonna play the clip from Mr. Hallgrímsson. 1 second. Let me just pull up this so we can get it for you. Yes. No, big deal, and I haven't changed the password, but just give me until the stream finishes for me to fix it, yeah, because I had some problems with it, so it's my fault. All right, it's my fault. I'm going to just play this clip, guys, so you can hear what's up with the final thing that he said. All right.
Let's start off with football. New Reggae Boyz head coach Heimir Hallgrímsson, who was unveiled today, says it will not be business as usual under his tenure. The Icelandic coach also overturned the non-selection of goalkeeper and captain Andre Blake by bringing him back into the fold.
The move to appoint Heimir Hallgrímsson as head coach has been described as a game changer by JFF President Michael Ricketts, and Hallgrímsson wasted no time in introducing himself as the builder, one who is here to correct what has gone wrong with the program. That's a similar attitude he went to Qatar with after guiding Iceland to the World Cup. Only thing, he went in with the wrong mindset.
I was in Qatar for 3 years.
Let me know if you're hearing it well, guys.
I thought I was the best coach in the world. Went to Qatar, wanted to all the players there to become Icelandic players with the Icelandic mentality. But sure, I hit the wall there. So now I'm experienced enough to know that I have to adapt to the Jamaican culture. I have to learn about how you do things here before I start to tell people, you know, all the things, what I want them to do.
Hallgrímsson, who agreed he knows little about Jamaica's football, says based on what he has seen lately, a lot needs to change.
Most of the games I see where my strength is as a coach, and I think maybe possibly the president and the board saw that. My strength as a coach is to organize things, and I think the team has been a little bit disorganized. Again, the potential of the players is, in my opinion, below the quality of the matches. So I'm pretty good at maximizing players' potential.
Stability is another area that the new coach says that his focus will be on going forward with the squad.
We cannot be playing 100 players and always starting from zero to try to implement our thoughts. Now as 10 new players next game and we have to start from zero. We always have to build on what we were doing. So stability is number one and continuity is number two. And then you have to have the players to fit. So you basically give the players chance and you build on them. If they are good, they continue. If they're not good, the others will take the place.
When the squad was announced to play against Argentina in the September 27 friendly, one name stood out on the missing list, and that's goalkeeper and skipper Andre Blake. But Hallgrímsson pulled the first rabbit out of the cap, with Blake making a return, with everyone starting with a clean slate.
And I hope that all the things that have happened in the past is in the past. I hope when we start, we don't take problems from the past to the present. Yeah, it was now in the press is a lot written about Andre Blake, the captain of the team. For me, it's in best case scenario a little bit embarrassing. But I can tell you here, we had a talk. The case is settled. He is in the squad.
Despite down to take charge of the Argentina friendly this month, Hallgrímsson's contract officially starts in January of next year and has put pen.
All right, so you heard that, guys. He has said a few things. He will be, because person has asked me that, he will be taking charge of the Argentina match, but he's not going to start his actual job as yet. Like officially on paper, he should not have started as yet, but he just come in to show you that he's working that hard. He wants to make sure he's here to take in all the moments so he can start his process a little bit longer. And then the next one, he said 100 players over that time is a little bit more too excessive. But when he said a little bit too excessive, it doesn't mean that he's not going to take out players or he's not going to look for players. It's the opposite. It only means that he's going to start right here, look at a few players, put them in, then create a core of players. And then off that core of players, they can still you can still put out personnels out of it because it's a clean slate. So he's going to take out the most talented player: Leon Bailey, Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, Ethan Pinnock, Ravel Morrison, Shamar Nicholson. Those are going to be the core players. But it still doesn't mean that he's not going to change them if they're not playing well, because that would have simply means that no one would have an opportunity. It's, you get me? It means more than that. It just means that he's going to give people a longer standing chance to prove themselves. And if you don't prove yourself, you're going to be out. That's exactly what he has said. So you're going to get more than one opportunity. So you're not going to get like Tilt that we're talking about. He got called, then he never got called back until this point. You're going to get a call, and more likely, if he never played well enough and he knows that you have a talent, you're going to get a recall. And then after that, now you get a third call, and if you clearly cannot adjust, so he's not going to make it difficult for you, because remember, adapting, you need you need consistency to adapt faster. So you need to get up in the same situation tomorrow to adapt instant. No, to adapt quicker. Sorry to say. You need to do that the repetitive action to adapt faster. So if you give a man a call up 6 months ago and then you give him a call up 6 months later, it makes no logical sense, because that simply means he's always coming into the team to be new, rather than getting the back-to-back call up to get more familiarity towards the individuals. Let me know if you guys agree on that point. That's exactly what he meant, and obviously he's going to be tracking players, so you will always have new players coming in the team. But how much players Jamaica truly have? You understand me? Most of the new players that we are talking about have already been in the team. Ethan Pinnock, Michael Antonio, Ravel Morrison, Bobby Reed, but not Bobby Reed so much, but Roof, Wes Hardin, Moore, Amari Bell, everybody that you can think of, Jamal Lowe, all of those guys, they are new guys. So you can't reintroduce them. They were there from before. So you're not going to have so much new players. So people should not even worry about that amount of new player coming into the team again. It's not even possible, because we don't have that pool to bring in 6, 7, 20 new players. We have already seen most of the new players that we do have. The next ones will be drip feed from this point. But he's just clearly telling you that he's not going to make the stop and then start. Remember, I told you about 2016. When 2016 finishes and Mr. Schaefer's left, what they did, they changed the entire program. So all this man is just trying to say to you, who he knows that played for the team, he's going to start from familiarity. Nothing else. It's not any rocket science around it. That's exactly the word that he's saying. That's why we made sure to play it to clear up that one. All right? Yes. All right. Thanks everyone for being here, guys. Let me see if we can aim for 200. As I come in, man, just smash the like button, get the visibility up, and just keep on sharing. Send your thoughts in. Massive respect. All right. So, big up yourself. Sheridan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Republic says Damian Lowe had a very terrible day. Yes, we are going to deal with it. But we're going to bring up the information to make sure we don't miss anything. Island Cart, big up yourself. You said, JD, you are the Don that run the YouTube space. Oh my God, no, you can't give me that. You can't give me that title. I run my page. That is true. Bartender, big up yourself. Oh, you doing, big boss? All right. Bestest documentary said, bless up, JD. Bless up to you. Hope all is well. All right. Massive respect. Yeah. All right. Loud and clear. All right. Good. We will repeat it back at some point when we have the panelists coming on. All right. Yes, man. And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We are around 100 and something away from 2,000 subscribers. Please get us there. All right. Yes. Thanks very much for that. Coach is current. 100%. Yes, I that's what I want to ask you. So Tilt, most personals never knew about Tilt, but we're going to start with Shamar Nicholson first, because Shamar Nicholson played yesterday. And we have to keep on top of these things, because people tend to don't remember what's going on. Shamar Nicholson played yesterday. Boza, Balak said, make sure I watch the game. So I went and rewatched this game. All right, I went and rewatched this game, so I'm going to put it up big on the screen so you guys can see it. All right, he actually started yesterday, so he had a good opportunity. As you can see, he was the worst scored person on the field. Not because he never did other things on the field. I saw a lot of things that he never did well, but he still did some things well. All right, so we have to give you the good and also the bad as well. And the reason why he had a 5.9 here, they won it 1-0. He played 60 minutes, and look at his heat map here. His heat map, I'm going to maximize it so you can see it. His heat map was not so mobile, but and they used him in a safe attacking role. So he should be the linchpin to hold the play and then send off the individuals them to get the job done. So you had as Sobalev and Quincy Promise. Quincy Promise is the best player at the team from day one. From the first minute he went there, he has never stepped down in form. He's the best player there. All right, so he should be the linchpin now. This is the perfect opportunity for him to do his job. I'm watching him. I don't think he's so mobile yesterday. But what I can say, the reason why he might not have been as mobile would be definitely because he has been out for a while. So, but he has that excuse 100%. As you can see, on the heat map, you can see that he was not mobile. And I'm going to show you the personnel that he came on for, what that came on for him, what he did in 30 minutes, the difference. And you could have clearly saw the difference. So 60 minutes played, 24 touches, accuracy of passes was 80%. That is very good for a central forward attacking midfielder, as the similar duties as a forward or a striker. Yes, that is very good, 80%. So you can give him credit there. 1 shot on target, 4 shots off target, and 1 shot block. They won 1-0, and this is the first thing that catch your eye. 3 big mischances, and mischances simply means when you have the advantage over everyone else to score. Yes, so that was very poor from Shamar here. So that shows that he's definitely rusty and need game time. Would you guys take him, or would you guys leave him there to get acquainted back with his personnels? Let me know, guys. All right, yes. Aerial duel, 1 of 2. Ground duels, none. And possession lost 6 times, and 1 foul committed, no fouls. All right, yes. And the personnels that he's rival with, right, is Ignatov and Sobalev. All right, so this is what Sobalev did in the same period. All right, or the same time he's on it, but Sobalev played to the 89 minutes. All right, 89 minutes played, 1 goal, as you know, which is the person that he's rivaling us. So we have to keep it up to date. So if this man keeps on playing good, even when you're on the field and you're not playing good, it's going to be very hard for you to take his game. So when the next time come and Sobalev continuously score and continuously playing better than Shamar, you cannot say it's any favoritism. That's why I brought it to you, for you to know what's going on. All right, yes. So 1 goal, 1 shot on target, 1 off target, 50% there, 1 shot block. He dribbled 1 time, attempted, it was not good. His touches was 34, and he still had a better rate than Shamar, which is 17 of 20. So he played much more safer because he came in and he held the ball just good enough. He's a good player. 3 key passes, 1 cross attempt. It failed. The long balls, he attempted 3, completed 2. Big chances created 1. There, ground duels, 2 of 8. That's not the best. That's not a good. That's okay, but it's not the best. And aerial duels, 1 of 3 there, and 10 times possession lost out of 32 touches. That's not the best either. But he made himself into a menace. As you can see, he committed 3 fouls and was fouled 2 times. All right, he was the man that ignite over the right hand side, while Quincy Promise has the left hand side busy, and they are waiting for a central figure to run through. But that Shamar came through, got the opportunities, but it just never fell. It just never turned up for him. You understand me? So at least you're getting a clear understanding on what's going on. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to pull up to the substitution for Shamar, just for you to see, and then you can understand even a little bit more. Zerkovsky came on for him. Zerkovsky did 30 minutes, as you can see here, and Zerkovsky in 30 minutes had 19 touches, accuracy 14 of 14, key pass 1, 2, 4 crosses attempted in that time, completed 2, 1 long ball, 1 of 1 at this point, and 1 time dribble pass, 3 times lost the possession, and he only attempted 1 ground duel in that time. But he was a busy individual coming on all about the place, and these are the things you have to go into the details before we just jump and say certain things. It looks like Shamar is having a challenging time there, in my opinion. So if you're watching the game, let me know what you saw and we can chop it up from there. As you know, that's what we are here for. We are here to talk to you, not to force things on you. So once we say it, you give your takes on it. All right. So Shamar Nicholson, never a good game for him yesterday. On the finishing and the assisting end, you know, the contribution end, it was not the best for him on the day. And 60 minutes was a good amount of time for him to do his best, you know. Yes. All right. So let me pull up tilt at this point so we can go through the tilt conversation. All right. So let me pull up the Curtis tilt here. And then we can chop it up, because a lot of people ask why Curtis Tilt is in the team, because clearly when people make a narrative, they only live by that narrative, you know, but they're not following up anything. So it goes to show that if Shamar Nicholson play one bad game, Shamar Nicholson should not be in the team. Same way for Leon Bailey. You understand me? All of our players.
Big
You get me? Yes. All right, 1 second. All right, 1 second, guys. Big deal, and boy, I'm telling you, man, the man, patience. All right. Sorry about that, guys. The potential of the players is pretty much below the quality of the game. Hallgrímsson, yes, you heard him straight. All right. JD, this is a coach. Paula was a puppet. That's what Dr. Gigi said. My God, Dr. Gigi. So, JD, Grim coach Qatar team. What is his record? His record was decent, better than before. All right, I will look at that as well. We will give you that one as well. JD, start early. Yes, I did start early, but that simply means I'm going to go a little bit longer. So don't worry yourself. And we will take calls right after we finish with what all of the things that we're talking about. Man, don't wait. Man, don't want lie in MIA. Oh my God. All right. Him tell JFF him not in no foolishness, accept his method or don't. Yes, I thought that's what I got as well. Thank you, Cavell, for the subscription. Yes, and I need to share the video now. Why am I not sharing my own video? I'm not even promoting myself. That is embarrassing. But thanks, all of you guys that turned up without me even sharing the video. All right, massive respect for that. Yes, man. Just continue subscribing to the channel, and please ask away your questions, because it's always needed. You know, it's always needed. I don't hear everyone Sean Base do the job for me of sharing the video around. Yes, I'm going to play the video one more time, guys. Just give me a little second. Let me just share this so other personnel can come in, because a lot of people say they never got the notification. And please, guys, just smash the like button and get us over 100. With you know, the series is always at 200 likes. That's what we are always trying to approach. And that simply means if you want more people to come here and subscribe to us, that is what you have to do to continuously help us. All right? Yes. And we are trying our best to provide you everything in one. All right. Yes. So thanks for the continuous support. Let me play it here. And Big Dylan should be setting up working on the Instagram. So hopefully we will get everything soon to share to you guys. All right. Yes. So that Instagram will just be for this channel overall. All right. Yes. All right, that is good so far. The problem is the JFF. So he's definitely bringing the problems with him into the future. All right, but so far, we cannot say he's bringing them in the future because he said he wants a clean slate, and the JFF said they want a clean slate as well, and they're trying to do more things. So I want we to honestly give them a little time right here, right now, and then after 2 months, if they don't start implement every single thing, we are going to go back and beating them. That's why you see me start behaving myself from the other day, you know. Um, I like his statement so far. Hope his action back it in the coming months. I think it will do so. Then we have Jason in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, big boss. So much of this is all the JFF's fault. I wonder they attempt to build a proper pipeline from youth to senior team. Further, does this plan take into account late bloomers? Maybe, let's see. Eagle Republic said, I hope that he does not recall Alvas Powell. He was one of the disruptive forces. But tell you what, if you're disrupted from day one, again, it's going to be a problem. Guys, make sure to block this personal. Let me see if no one blocks him. Okay, it was blocked as well. Not boy. Come on. Every time you turn up, all of these things start coming my chat. All right. I'm glad Sepala did not get the job. And I know for sure this new coach going to do well. All right. Not boy. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Don't pick his squad. He will pick him team. Okay. Okay. All right, Amari, him should add next. I just give him time, give him time. Gilly, Gonna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, big boss. Hope all is well with you. Triple E in the building. OD, this man vision is not cloudy. All right, I watched a Shamar game and he did not do not much on the field. Yes, but I have to come and tell the people and show them, because if I just tell them, they are going to believe that I am selling narratives, you know. All right, and not boy, I need you to change that thumbnail before I put it up. All right, yes, Shamar drop off, but remember he's coming off an injury. So we cannot just jump to beat him so much. Promise is an underrated player. If the Dutch coach picks him for World Cup, he will surprise people. His confidence sky high. Yes, man, he's the toughest player there. You get me? Him hardly start when leave him. Okay, you're leaving him. Miss chances killed his score. I am happy with six possession lost out of 24. Yes, that's why I said I like things that he did, because we have to show the balance. You know, we like some things, but we don't like the missed chances then. But we can still connect the missed chances to rust, because he has been out for a few games. So it's hard for you to just say, all right, then he's on fire and he just missed a lot or he's bad, and he missed a lot of chances. You know, jobless, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And then we have Tennessee in the building, massive respect. Then we have Rob Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. I watched the game. His movement wasn't bad. He was getting himself in good position, looked rusty and lack of confidence in front of goal. Need some game time. But that means you're saying the same thing as what I'm saying, Rob Smith. That's exactly what I said. I would blame the misses of game time, because he's a person that gets himself in the position and finish as well, you know. But obviously confidence has a lot to do with it. So I will agree with you, dear Rob Smith. Damian Brown, big up yourself. Bless up, JD. I will support the coach, not Mr. Ricketts and his cronies. All of this, well, no problem. These stunts for upcoming election. But well, tell you what, we are here always chopping them up. You think they're going to get away? No, they're not going to. But we're not going to be our normal selves of dissing them every week, because now we have something good to talk about and good to build up until the time comes. So we can show them the positive side to say, all right, then we are going to be the one doing the good things until you messed us up. Then we have to go back to the bad behaviors, you know. I know that some will make excuse for Shamar, but the last game he had played for Jamaica didn't impress you. All right, so it didn't impress you at all. All right, fair enough. All right. Conversion. All right. Cass 1J. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. What if Alvas wins the MLS Cup, get voted as the best defender in the MLS, and get voted the most improved player in the MLS? Should the dentist pull him? Yes, if you're playing well, it goes for everyone. And that's on me. I am not going to join this bias clique. You understand me? If Alba's doing well, this is where I can agree and never have a problem. I can agree to say that if Alva's doing well, you never may know what a next coach can do with him. All right, because sometimes it just takes someone that you respect, and then you start approach orderly. You understand me? Then you start approach the conversation orderly, and once you start approach the orderly and respect, you tend to want to follow instruction. That's the one thing. And I think if Alvas Powell do follow instruction, he might look much better on the field. I just believe that he never had no respect for Whitmore them. I truly believe so, because they believe that they are closer friends with the coach. Because remember, the coach was actually in line with them on the dealing, and he was the one got them to come back and play. So some of them believe that they are on the same level with the coach, and that led to different type of behaviors. You understand me? And that's why sometimes you have to cut the nip in the bud from early and make your statement clear what you stand on. And this man came in and make his statement clear what he stands on, and you have to give him respect for that. All right. Yes. Tennessee said, JD, remember it was me and you talking about tilt. Yes, we talked about tilt here, right here. And it's good because people literally tell me good eyes, and thanks for, so people literally love what we're trying to do. All right. Yes. Then we have Deta championship top prize. Nikolev can stay in Russia. For this match. Okay, so you change his name. Oh my god, the man said me have different name for Shamar. This is bad. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Guys, we are gonna open the phone line very, very soon because we are gonna chop up some things. But let we go through Tilt. Tilt has been playing some good games, as you can see in the last 5 against Burnley on August the 27th. He has a 5.9 here. All right, but every single time, I think he has been one of out of all of the picks, he has been one of the most solid personnel, and you have to remember that his level is equally as high as every one of our defenders, if not higher, aside from Ethan Pinnock. Obviously, the MLS is a high league, and now they are recruiting good players, so it's going to even be better. All right, yes. But at this point, the championship and the MLS should be on similar level. If not, sometimes the championship can be rated as higher than the MLS at times. And likewise, you could say at moments certain teams in the MLS could beat championship teams. But I know you'd have people said no, flat out no. Certain teams cannot beat nobody in the championship. But I do believe it can happen. You understand me? But I would still give the championship the edge. So as you can see here for this season, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 games so far, and he only had 1 game that is subpar. All of them are above 6.5. 6.5, we're going to read through his stats here. As you can see, left-footed, which is something that we lack. We have Ethan Pinnock, but aside from that, we don't have much other personnel that are comfortable over left-hand side. And he can play in a 3 and he can play in a 2 as well. As you can see, he pushes up the field, go into midfield as well in this role. So I still like it, and even go forward as well. You need more players like that. You get me? Yes. So back then we only had Damian Lowe that made those late ditch runs inside the midfield. I do believe that he does it as well, just like in Ethan Pinnock. Ethan Pinnock is the best at doing it because he's at the highest level, so his reaction timing is a little bit better than the Concacaf region. So that's why he can get certain time on the ball to allow him to do some of his things. I think the first time around, Tilt had a bad game, but almost all of these players on that night had a bad game just the same. Yes, so that is not something to blame him for. I think coming back, and this is where I agree with the coach, shifting, chopping and changing instant will not be the problem for him, because he's not going to rush to change certain things. So if he brought in Tilt and Tilt have a half decent game, look out for him to bring him back, because he wants, when he scratch him off the list, he might not have to push him back on the list immediately. He can go for someone else, which I respect that. So 7 games played, 7 games started, 87 minutes per game, and that's in the championship. As you can see, passing 47.9, which is good. Key pass is 0.1, a centre back that is still good. Accurate per game, 27.3, which is 77, still decent if you know the competition and his team, because those things have to always factor in. Own half 21.6, which is 89%. Accuracy and in opposition half 51%. And these are all stats that they need to check. In his team, I like to use his team and how strong it is and who they have actually played. You have to always use those metrics to know how good the personnel doing. Opposition 51%, which is 5.7. Long ball 2.7, 36, which is still good. Chip passes 3.2, and then in the defending stats, which most personnel want to know: clean sheet 1, interception per game 1.3, tackles per game 1.6, possession 1 0.1. Not the best, but dribbles per game 0.1, clearance per game 3.4, error led to shot, error led to goal, penalty committed 0, all 0. Those are good stats there. Total duels won 64%, very good. Ground duels 3.3, which is 77%, that is very good. Aerial duels 0.9, which is 40%, not the best, because you're a defender, you have to be a little bit more commanding. So that part, I think he needs to work on that. And in the Concacaf region, we are very much tougher and stronger. So that is something that he has to work on. Possession loss per game 9.3. It's under 10. That is good, just the same, very good for the amount of ball that he does possesses per game. Was fouled 0.6, fouls committed 0.4 so far. That is good. And then the cards, 1 yellow card. So we cannot complain so much about this man. I think he deserves his place. I think he has been one of the best centre backs that registered to Jamaica that we could have called at this point, because he's playing in one of the highest leagues and he's putting in a shift. So if we said we're going to clean slate and call people based on their performances, he's one of the prime personnel that we should have called. All right? Yes. And I think most personnels would have actually agreed. But if you don't agree, please let me know. All right. We do not have to tear down Paul to give Heimir credit. No, we won't do that. All right. Not boy, big up yourself. JD, Drew Spence score our first goal for Spurs. Congrats to Drew Spence. I am not a moderator, can't block. Okay, we're gonna sort out that. I'm gonna take a time and sort that out. All right. TikTok says, "Hope Downswell is not afraid of the new coach and talk to him about committing Hutchinson for the future." So you would go for that then. What happened to Jamaican Gold Cup goalkeeper? That was Andre Blake. Easier. No problem. Wes Harding is playing game in, game out. Yes, and we are stuck with Sloppy. Don't worry yourself, we're gonna get there. JD, Messi and Di Maria will be playing on Tuesday. Yes, I do believe so. At least they should be around the team, because they're trying to get everything together. All right. He wasn't bad to me coming off injured. Yes, but you know Jamaican people in there assessing. Everything is always more sensationalism more than anything else. And remember, you have this UK versus local thing going ripe in that time, so they just wanted the UK guys them to look anything off for them to sell that narrative. But I love the fact that most of these personnel now, the JFF, coming out and admit that they don't know much. So what they're going to do, they're going to consult trusted personnel, people that's working on their badges, have their badges, and know what they're doing to assess things. You understand me? Rather than sensationalism. So I love what they're doing. They're figuring out that they are the problems. They are the problem, and they can try and fix something. So let we go at it the best way. And I love that. Oh, next year, the fans like me, myself, can walk into any sports shop and get a Reggae Boy shirt. I think Leroy Bailey, that will be a must. That will be easy. Tired of Alvas are disappointed with JD. I know Marcelo, but if you say make a rule, the rule should not chop off anyone. If you're doing the job, you should get the reward. All right. Yes. Thanks everyone for being here yet again for the content. No cracked. Massive respect for the continuous support. Just please smash that like button. You get more people here. Share it on all the platforms, and I can tell you, you won't regret it, because this is one of the places where you come and have conversation, and football conversation, not dictatorship or nothing. You can tell me thing, I will go and work it and everything, and I am doing it in schools. I will check what you said and come back to you. All right. Yes. Then we have Issa Allen, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Then we have Ian checking in as well. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Championship is way above MLS. Okay, so Ian putting the championship way above MLS. All right. Championship is above MLS, so everyone going with championship above MLS. All right. JD Greg Lay can play left center back. Yes, he can. So you have to add him in the pool of a left center back as well. But I think his decision making is suspect. He often draws many players to him when he drives forward, but tend to keep the ball on the traffic side when better option on the other side. Damian Lou do the same thing, Damian Lou do the exact same thing. You get me? Yes. So I think we have two, and that's, yeah, I would say so. I would say I do agree. Yeah, good eyesight there. JD, my concern about Boza is simple. If he's just coming off injury and is rusty, will 2 days of travel from Russia to the USA to play a high intensity game going to help or hurt him? I think it more likely hurt him rather than help him. Yes, I would. If it was me, I wouldn't pick him. I wouldn't pick him at all. I would give someone else the opportunity. But better than locals, maybe. I don't think you have any local player better than him. I don't think I can take up a local player at this point and do it. And I love the fact that Mr. Speed come out and kill this narrative. Mr. Speed clearly come out and tell you that you don't have local players playing at the same reaction time as the players them overseas. So and what I'm saying, guys, if you cannot understand, people will claim that they know about football. We are studying football, so we are not going to listen to people that don't study nothing and just sell sensationalism. I'm not going to do that. But what I'm trying to say to you is reaction timing comes with fitness. The championship is a different fitness level from the JPL. So it doesn't matter if you're skilled like Walter Boy, you're going to just be a talent, but you're not on the same level as the next players them. So that's why when we said no JPL players on the level as the players them inside the championship, because they don't have the fitness level. So they are not on the same reaction timing. It's not possible because you don't have the facility, you don't have the training to do so. You understand me? So when people hear these things, if you don't explain it, they think that you're fighting against people. But you're not fighting. You're just trying to educate them. Look how long I'm here talking about this. And when I heard Mr. Speed said it, I wanted to drop down like, wow. Who said it to him? Because all along I'm saying it for 1 year and no one wanted to take me serious. You get me? But Mr. Speed, come here. So I think it's Hallgrímsson telling people these things. Letting people know this can't work, The best players has to play, and that is the reason. So for people that like to sell sensationalism, go back and listen to Mr. Speed and hear him tell you the truth. Finally, he has been coming around to realize that this is the truth. Maybe he knew it a long time ago. But as you know, sometimes maybe it's preferential. It's better when you can put your players in your team, the team and everything, Maybe you can sell a player or something, maybe the system was different. That's why he said he's not going to make anyone's career. You get me? Lots of JPL player can do well in the championship. But TikTok, you notice you don't listen to my statement, You can take a JPL player and put him in the championship tomorrow and he plays and go up to speed. If you said yes to that TikTok, and any sensationalism personnel says that to you, at that of the day where you don't need to listen to nothing what they said. They don't know nothing about football, nothing at all. Any coach on planet Earth tell you that you can take up a player right now in the JPL and put them tomorrow in the championship and they go up to the same speed. They don't need to require a job. They don't require a job. That is a lie. You understand me? That is a lie. So TikTok, you lose your brain. Me not gonna answer nothing more for you. TikTok, me lose off of you. If you think that is true, that something is wrong with your TikTok. Way wrong with you. Jamaican football highlights. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Calling tilt is the right decision. All right. So, guys, we are on tilt, talking about tilt right now. This is an next stripe for the coach yet again because he's the one picking his team. So, what say you? Are you giving him the green light? You get me? Are you giving him the green light? Let me know. Are you going for tilt to give him the green light and give the coach his respect for what he has been doing? Let me know, guys. All right. So Low going to play for Jamaica with next week. I think he should still be on the cards, because we don't have so much centre backs. So he should still be on the cards. So for now, Low is on the card. I'm gonna check tomorrow. I'm gonna check with them to see if they do release. And we have Jersey Boy said, thank you for your lovely message to Ryan, bro. Love always, legend. Massive respect, Jersey Boy, man. Thanks very much for being here. Hope all is well, man. Nothing is wrong with Ryan, man. Like Ryan does focus on doing his thing and does. As we said, you learn from every situation and you just move on and improve yourself, because a man that repeats the same mistake over and over, that means you're fooling your own self. So I think he has learned, and things have happened this way. So he just move on and do his thing, Jersey Boy. But big up yourself, brother. Thanks for being here. All right. We are going to challenge TikTok, guys. So TikTok says you can take up a JPL player and put in the MLS. I'm going to save that TikTok, and I'm going to ask Mr. Speed that. I'm going to ask Mr. Speed what he thinks about that, having coaching the JPL players them in JPL and also in competition in the Caribbean, and you're going to hear his take TikTok. So we will find out if you are Mr. Speed's account, because I know Mr. Speed will say no. All right. And guys, remember, we are having a conversation. So if you don't understand what I'm saying and you just came in, please revisit or what we were talking about earlier. All right. And these are things that we do researches on, because I do it in my studies just the same. That's why I do and come and talk about it. I'm not going to tell you something that I don't know. All right. That's why I'm doubly down in on it. Then we have big deal and massive respect and thanks for the continued support, my brother. All right. I am sure Speed knew it a while. Okay. We should have asked him, Mr. Speed, how long you knew that? And hear what he had to say. So we have a few questions for him. Maybe he's spying on the channel and actually hearing the questions that we're going to ask him next one. Patrick Olness, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD, post the link to the video you spoke to Mr. Ricketts and Speed. All right, let me try and get that up there. Yes, so people can go there, because I thought it got lost in transition, because in this space you have too much videos posted, like 24 hours. So a lot of people might missed it. So we're going to post it and just go over there, drop a like on it. So as soon as you come out, it will be the first one you're seeing. All right. So we're going to post both of them for you. All right. All right. Let me copy it here. Share video, copy link. All right. So we will come here and give it here. So we're going to drop the link, guys. And you can just go over there and drop a. Okay. Why is it showing me that? All right, so that is one of the video, and the next video is connected to it. I want to hear TikTok's follow up for that one, because I want to hear what metric he used. Blessings, everybody. JD, long time in a check-in. Eames, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. JD, you just know losing of. JD, why Speed agree with it is because he won't get his players in the team anymore. Okay, so you think that is because the coach come and start dictate things. Let me know, guys, if you believe it's because he already knew that the writing is on the wall. So he said that. Let me know. All right. TikTok said JJ out of Jamaica and nearly killed Arsenal. When was that TikTok? That's what I'm talking about, TikTok. You cannot talk earlier days, TikTok. If them can't do it in a lower league than championship and can't stay fit, I have to laugh at TikTok. TikTok, you need to listen to what we're saying, You get me? Because these are proven metrics, All right. For me, truthfully, I would leave out all the locals onward with the national team. They are not up to a speed or stamina to fix this football in our national team. So Yeah. When they are playing locally, yes. But like Cephas and those guys gone overseas, Amaduba, what say you on that? Would you consider putting them back in? Like you're just saying, once you're playing locally, you have a problem with that. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Yes, and I would agree. All right. And the next one that we're gonna share, guys, is the one that Iman Katarak kick off because Katarak was talking all the things about the man, and when the man come here, Cataract don't have anything to say. So we're going to share that link again as well, so you can get to see it. All right, and then you just come straight back to the video, and we can continue our conversation. Guys, you can definitely call in from this point. I'm going to share the next link. So this is the next one with Cataract. Iman Cataract fighting. Hope it does work for you. Let me take it off. If JPL level players can't do well in the championship, they would be no can do well in championship. They would be in the championship. Good take, good take. About 3 JPL players can do good in the championship, and guess which club they represent? I don't know. You need to tell me why they can do well and go in right away, because it's the right away. Now the reason why it's the right away, it is because the man picking a team to get results now, and they say they want the best and the fittest players them. So if you're going to pick high standard players, you cannot pick lesser fitness level players, because that's what they're running from. You remember when I was watching the Canada versus Jamaica game, and I told you guys the reaction time in between Greg Lee and the rest of the guys is not the same, and people say, "Oh, Greg Lee not marking well," but it wasn't Greg Lee marking having any problem. It wasn't Greg Lee is the problem at no point. It was just the players them just slower than him. Like in reaction timing and fitness level, they are just slower. And obviously, maybe some of them were actually cold because it was very cold in Canada. But these are the things that I'm talking about, what you need to look at. And don't look at the sensationalism. Some people can talk and talk a good game, but when it comes on to proving that talk, it makes no literal sense behind it. All right. Then we have God King in the building. Suriname, massive respect. Thanks for being here. All right. Watched Wizarding on Saturday playing against Zach Stefan team. He looked decent. All right. Universal Illumination says our level is way below par. Ability is different thing from prime player. They just not on. Thank you very much. That's all I've said. And TikTok took my conversation out of different clauses at this point. JD, you are talking about this current crop of players in the JPL, right? Because in the past, yes, man, Gary Powell, we are talking about now, and we're not talking about the players' quality, because you can be good and need that extra energy and the fitness level, and need to be in different programs. So we're just talking about we're just showing you why the coach cannot pick them at this point. Going forward, we are trying to show you the problem. Not saying the players are not good enough, but their stamina is not up the same level, so they cannot react up to the next person. So you're gonna have coordination problem. So you're gonna see offside shot not working, because obviously you can't coordinate together. And next man have to try and slow down to go at the same pace as you, and then your back line stretch for your midfield, and then you can't give Messi space in midfield, at least in at the start of the attacking third. He's gonna just dribble past everybody and score. You understand me? So you need to be on the same timing. And I'm telling you, you might see some of those problems coming right after. We should consider training for a CDM role. They brought in personnel for the CDM role as well. All right. Yes. JD, you have JPL players. We can't do well in second division of Sweden, or third division in Portugal, or Serbia, or Slovenia. Okay. No, but remember, we're not criticizing, we're not disrespecting the JPL players. And we're just saying what Mr. Speed said. Mr. Speed literally runs a club, and he's telling you now that it can't work. So, but I've been telling you for the whole time. But obviously, people will act like they'd never heard Mr. Speed said it. So we have to give you the videos now for you to go there and you hear him said it himself. All those JPL players going to Asia and Eastern Europe can hit the field in the championship. Okay. We consider training king for CDM role. I don't think so. We have players that can play the CDM role. All right. Yes. Guys, we can call in at this point. All right. Yes. So far, I do believe that the coach gets a good amount of respect from me, because he has done two things. He had stayed to his clause to state that I'm going to stick with eye level players, and he went in, changed one player to a next, and it's all eye level players. He puts out one, and then the next one come in because of injury. He stays in the Premier League. Before that wouldn't happen. They would have just patched in Penny Cook or someone else that's in the local side. They went to go for someone else. So we need to put these information out so you can see what the coach doing. So right now, the coach passes the eye test and is command and belief. You know, yes, that's what I would say. JD, pick a starting 11 for the game against Argentina. We will do that soon. Ian, we cannot pick a starting 11. We don't know who is out at the moment. You understand me? Yes. And look at Rolando Cephas. He's excellent in Europe. Ever fresh Campbell. Rolando Cephas is like 1.2 to 2.5 seconds difference in reaction time. And that's a mile away of the championship. Yeah? Yes. So his team is good, but believe me, if he's in the same championship, depending on the team that he's playing, he would struggle just the same. Or if he's playing on a good team, he can use certain things, but maybe his fitness is still not up. The championship is rough in ever fresh. I'm telling you, these are things that you're questioning me. I have no problem, but I would love for a coach to tell you. You get me? And you will laugh. You will laugh and say, yes, I do know what I'm saying. Yep, that's my belief, JD. I think the overseas players might be able to catch on his system much faster. Yeah, I never even talked about the ability and the footballing knowledge, what they do have. They can catch on faster. That is true. You know, but I never even looked at that part. I only looked at the fitness. I tried to stay where Mr. Spade said, you know? Yes. But you have a good point. Foolishness. How can play in the championship if they can't get a work permit? TikTok. They still can play TikTok because if you're an exceptional player, the rules go out the window. You pay 10 million for the players. Yes. So TikTok, anybody can make the championship. You have 10 million transfers. You have players in the championship. Ismail Sarr. Let me put in Ismail Sarr. Ismail Sarr. He's in the championship, right? Ismail Sarr. Let me see how much million he values. All right. Ismail Sarr, 26 million he values, and Aston Villa they wanted way more money from Aston Villa for him. Ismail Sarr value 20 million. You have to give him like 40, 50 million to get him. He's in the championship. So if you're good enough and they saw that improvement, that money value in it, they will pay the 10 million and you have no problem to go there. You don't have to worry about FIFA points. You don't have to worry about nothing. They pay the $10 million. Or if you're good enough, you can play good in other league, collect your amount of points, and then you're eligible to go there on a normal wage. All right? Yes. JD, some of the local players, just like King and Brown, will not be in the team very soon. Mark your words. That's Island card coming from him. All right, no problem. Listen, you can't take a youth off the sheet and put him in the ring with Mike Tyson just because him always a beat up people. If you do, yes. Simple. Thank you very much. Well said. JD, talent can only get you so far. It's fitness and commitment and dedication get you so far. Yes, I would agree with that. TikTok, let reason civil on TikTok, please. Let reason civil TikTok. Because sometimes you know the truth and you just I don't know if you have a Jamaican local depression syndrome. So anytime someone even put a comparable table there, you start going off. This false prideism need to stop, you know. You understand me? Because we are Jamaicans just the same, you know. We are Jamaicans just the same, you know. So why you think we want the best? We want them to qualify because if they qualify and we can get 10, 15 pitches in Jamaica, what you think will happen? It will only get better for us and the kids them in Jamaica. But obviously other people want to have this false pride But the truth is just the truth. I'm loving the fact that Mr. Spade saying the same thing now. Once they playing locally, it won't work for them in the senior team. Even some of the locals that leave the JPL and go overseas still not good enough for the national team. Gold Cup towards 2026. All right. If it wasn't for work permit situation, a lot of JPL players would get a chance in the championship. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I concurred, JD. I was saying that long time ago as well. Yes, yes, man. But Mr. Speed said it, so I can't understand how TikTok, which is Mr. Speed's bank account, or no text account, saying opposite. All right, our local players need to stop standing around rubbing their and middle and stop drinking alcohol and smoking, running hills and running sands. Cost Jamaica does not cost money. Tired of excuses. Okay, so E-Group are we saying that we can get them on the level right here because we have the resources. Would you guys agree on that? Let me know, and then we can change up. Let me see if people call in the phone, and I missed the call. All right. So guys, you know the phone line, so definitely call in. Let me check the likes or it sets, guys. Let me see if we passed 100 likes already. All right, we are already at 100 likes, guys. Let me try and pass the 200 likes in the video, man. Thanks very much for the continuous support. We are going to try and do our 2.5, almost 3 hours, because I said I'm going to extend these ones so we can give you the full content crack. You know, we take everyone's comment and reason it out. You know, yes. Daniel Green and Bygrave were two of the best strikers in the JPL. And what did they do when they get their national call up? Absolutely nothing. Thank you very much. And they looked out of part. It's not because they're not good players. It's just because maybe they are on different reaction timing from Canada. So Canada's running past them like there's nothing, and the condition never suit the situation. Yeah, the condition never suit the situation at the time. So it never worked out for them. But definitely now they're playing at the next league. Maybe you can check back on them and they might do even better. You understand me? If we call in people like Grant, it is better we use King. I will use King over Lambert from what I saw this weekend. No, you know, all I don't think King is actually in a better state than Lambert at this point. Yes. I think you still have to still have to use Lambert and get King up. Just get King up. Keep on working with the youth and building him. But this because I think he's overhyped. You know, he's overhyped. Believe me, that one score that he got against Costa Rica, he's overhyped. I don't think he's as good as what you're saying. He has talent. Don't get me wrong, but he's not as good as yet. Don't give him little time to play in the tough matches, then they can properly judge the guy. You understand me? He's not playing week in, week out. I saw him in numerous different competition, and he never looked consistently above everyone. Just like Whisper looking better than everyone in the Manning Cup. Not a fair comparison, but just trying to show you. If he's that good, that's how he should look. Above everyone. And when I'm watching him in the Premier League, the JPL, on the same reaction timing as everyone, he doesn't look head and shoulder above everyone. No, he looks good, but he doesn't look head and shoulder above everyone. He looks good, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't look head and shoulder above everyone. I have to be honest to you. I'm not going to lie to you. You understand me? He doesn't look head and shoulder above everyone. All right. So give him time. I would still keep Lambert in the team, because the Lambert have the ability to play defensive midfield, and to me he can sometimes he lost because Besiswar dominated him in midfield, and in the second game he did put a tackle on Besiswar, and I think that changed the game in the return leg for Suriname versus Jamaica. So he's needed when he's needed, and he took a yellow card in that game just the same. Go back and watch it. So he's needed when he's needed. I don't see King making those presents in the game. So he still has a lot to go, guys. We cannot just jump and say, "Oh, King over him." King, no, I think not even King over Damian Lowe. Yeah, King has some attributes, yes, that Damian Lowe and others don't have. That is true, but everyone has it. But he doesn't have the complete package. It will take time, but the kid has quality. He has quality. That is true. But I wouldn't just give him over others at this point. Why everyone so concerned about Argentina game? The coach said they might be defending for 80 minutes. I think he will take the game to see what Jamaica plays like. All right, guys, we're going to 1 second. No man, I understand Premier League club loan out youth players to championship to get their fitness up and physical play. Yes. I don't know why people disrespecting the championship like that. Championship is next to the Premier League in the world. Big baller play championship in England. And then TikTok come across again. Foolishness. Which championship team will pay $10 million for a player? So all right, I'm gonna go for championship values. All right, because I don't know what TikTok talking about. All right, if a club is willing to pay 10 to 15 million for a player, FIFA ranking is non-issue. Stop with the myth, people. Yes, TikTok, it's a myth. So I'm gonna type in championship records, championship transfer records, and you're gonna drop down TikTok because we're gonna expose it today for the people. We're gonna have to expose TikTok for the people. Championships, EFL championship, transfer record fee. So we can get it right here and show him. And transfer record championship. All right. So the 12 most expensive. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. All right, so in the championship, we don't want outside because a lot of people left for a load of money. All right, we have to look from club to club, championship to championship, for you to get it. So let me just go for championship to championship. All right. Oh my God, sorry about that, guys. Hello, good day, caller. I was just trying to look for something for my boy because I'm going to show him the record for championship to championship. Yes, so how you doing? How you doing, big boss?
But they are good at they are funny we just decide to come in and talk about the JPL and the championship. We know what TikTok are talking about JPL better. I say I be rubbish my tongue because I watch a lot of JPL game. My man can't even control the ball, the man can't even pass the ball, the man can't even head the ball, the man like them I take around 3-5 seconds to pass the ball. And sometimes like instead them go towards the ball, them away from the ball. So a lot of times they lose position on the ball. I same thing I watch at the Cup. If we come down to youth level too, I watch a lot of the Cup matches. The players are taking too long to pass the ball and them away from the ball. And around 20 times in a match they lose the ball because of that. And also, me look on some expensive transfer. You have Dwight Gay, Matt Ritchie. Yeah. You have a lot of expensive championship, $20-30 million player get bought in the championship. I don't know what TikTok is talking about. Because you have a lot of J people that go overseas and a lot of them fail. Because
we're putting it up on screen now. And no one said he was bought for 10 million. No one said that, TikTok. Why are you making up stories? Yes, we said if you bought a player for 10 million, there is players in the championship value 10 million. And other championship clubs can pay for them. So that's why we go for a TikTok, so you don't have any legs to stand on. We're gonna do so. And he said reaction time is bogus, JD.
And that is complete rubbish because a lot of time players are waiting too long to receive the passes. And that cause them to lose the ball, and cause them to panic. When they panic, they lose the ball, and the opposing team can counter quickly on them and score. Same thing with the defenders, they're taking too long, bam. They start fumbling the ball, bam, that's a goal in less than 2 seconds. Because they're not really looking at the ball. And these are the major issues in our youth football. The players are not fit, and also they're taking too long with the ball. Oh. And they lack vision. They lack vision. They lack visual and spatial awareness. The best players have good spatial awareness. Sometimes they just only need to see you in the corner of the eye they pass about you. Sometimes I ask where they get that pass from. Because they have spatial awareness, they know where the players are and when to make the run and how to make the run.
that's just TikTok, you know. Yeah, so TikTok, these are the players. What follows are the most expensive signings, 10 million plus, made by championship clubs. All right, with a look at how they got on and where they are now. All right, Rhodes. This is 10 million from Middlesbrough from Blackburn Rovers. All right, so that's one. Dwight Gale, a lot of personals know him. 10 million from Newcastle to Crystal Palace at the time. Matt Ritchie here, Bournemouth to Newcastle, 11 million. Jonathan Kajia. 11 million. Bristol, from Bristol to Aston Villa. Yes. Scott Hogan, at this point, 12 million from to Brentford to Aston Villa. Yes, and they're telling you when the transfer went on. Big TikTok. Afobi here, 12 million from Wolverhampton to Stoke. And as you can see, 2019, you can check where they were at that time. Yes. All right. Yes. And you said in a TikTok, and this is proving that you're lying. Fulham to Aston Villa, 12 million. This is McCormack. So you can check it out there, 12 million. Costa, Elder Costa, which most people know him, Benfica to Wolverhampton at that point, and it was in 2016. So go and check that. Carvalho here, 13.2 million. Elder Costa, yet again, 15 million from Wolves to Leeds. And you can check the time as well. Yes, so please go back and look at it there. And as you can see here, 15 point ad, Ruben Neves from FC Porto to Wolverhampton. And you can look at the time when they did so on TikTok. So I want you finally tell me that you're wrong, TikTok. Just finally tell me that you're wrong. I wanted to say sorry, TikTok. I wanted to say TikTok. So JD, who did a championship buy for 10 million from abroad?
JD, let me answer this. Even Nathan Aki, when his side got relegated to the championship, City buying for $40 million. City buying Nathan Aki for $40 million from a relegated championship team.
No. Look here. No. But as he asked the question, we saw Ruben Neves come up. Ruben Neves, TikTok. Ruben Neves. No, Ruben Neves here. Ruben Neves on the listing here, right here. All right. Yes, and this is over 10 million. This is 15 million. So they paid the money, but TikTok, you said it was not true. So you have to say sorry, TikTok. So I want you to actually say sorry, TikTok. Once you say sorry, TikTok, that's all, and then we are done. We are back on the respect train, TikTok, because you realize that you're wrong, TikTok. So please, TikTok, say sorry because you're wrong. Even for half a person, they still bought someone for over the money, and numerous personnels got bought for over 10 million. So TikTok, it is not correct. All right. Yes, TikTok, you need to say sorry. We need to make TikTok say sorry. Yes, because he is wrong. And TikTok, I cannot come and tell you, say, you're not wrong now. All right. Yes, finish your point, caller. Sorry about that.
Oh, also, my points on the local coach, I believe it's a good hire. And based on his statement he made so far, I think he's on the right track. But I just hope through divine intervention that JFF support him fully and stop having this ticket issue, all kind of issue, and hope they give him the full control of the national team. Because they might say that no, but 1 year, 2 years down the line, it's a different story we're hearing about commitment issues and all kind of these things. Yeah, they can say that no, because they're in the driver's seat, but what 1 2 years down the line? That's why I'm going to give this federation 6 months. 6 months I'm going to give them and see how them deal with stuff. Some person I give them a couple months. I give them 6 months. This after 6 months, I mean, not really see much changes. Teams are not good teams are not consistently picking. Then they fail. In the 6 months, I'm going to give them 6 months because they're doing this over and over, giving us politics, tricking us, say, oh, this good thing happened, and then a couple years down the line, I see them cycle over and over. And you can't have the same person. You can't have the same person as in the federation.
All right. Respect.
Expect to change 2%.
So give me what you would be comfortable with in the Argentina game, so we can finish up and then we can take a next caller. So
A scoreline?
yeah, no. What would you be comfortable with? Scoreline, what you saw in the game. Just give me something. Give me something. I need something.
Well, all thing I come is like I see a system of play, some pattern of play, some small pattern of play. And also I'm comfortable with a 5-0 actually I expect in that game. Actually, that's my prediction. Argentina going to give Jamaica 5-0. Or a lucky 1 goal. A 5-1 or 5-0 I expect in that match. All thing I expect there's a togetherness and there's person actually playing football. That was lacking in the Jamaican team. There was not togetherness. Everybody was all over the place. No one knew what to do.
So
And the tactics was all over the
a
place.
5-0 you're okay with? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Because looking at the Argentina team and the farm they're in, even Messi's on a little farm and a lot of their players. Even Martinez, like he's a beast right now.
5-0? That means you're not gonna do nothing at all. All right.
We're gonna do something, but right is based on the quality of Argentina side that they're picking. Yeah, it's not gonna be a pretty game for us.
Okay, all right. And respect, big boss. Jesus Christ, you stress me out even more. All right. All right, so take care. Finish up the point.
Remember, JD, remember that we are playing I think what the ranking? Number 2?
It no matter where them rank, so what happened to sit back and 11 man defend? Say that believe even when everybody in the goal, we still have concede 5? That's what you're trying to say to me?
The quality of our team and the pace of football they're playing, they're going to overwhelm Jamaica. And plus, in Jamaica is getting a new coaches. I have players that was not in the team for a long time coming in. So I find it's a respectable score because it's a new phase Jamaica is starting. And we're calling back players.
But now, I'm not watching that game. If I have to listen to him and him tell me what he's telling me, guys, I'm not watching that game. I don't believe they're going to get 5-0. I think he can show some defensive quality and get a 2-0 or a 3-0. If that's the case, he's acting up. We have Liam Bailey and we have Mikel Antonio, if they're going to be there, to push back. So once a team can push back, Mikel Antonio is one of the best in the world of pushing back teams. He plays in a team that plays a low block and he has to get everybody up the pitch. And he's pretty much unstoppable from people pushing him off. So he can push back that team. You understand me? Once he gets angry, he's going to push back that team. And not saying he's going to score or something, but he's going to cause a problem. And then maybe Liam Bailey can catch on to something with his speed and do something there. You understand me? But this 6-0 just hurt me out.
All right.
Yo, somebody else, please. The man them calling, cause the boss, brother, change back your name to your right name, no man, and stop with this bag of Chinese name, man. All right, big boss. So, who the on the line? Can't even remember your name, you know? Cause I can't speak Chinese, you know.
Leon.
Leon upon the Japanese. So you know which one? Japanese. All right. I'm tell you that.
Japanese, man. Sorry.
All right, change back the name to the right name because sometimes they call them come in and I cannot know who because you change your name to Japanese. Sure. All right. Later. Yeah. So that was Leon. Leon said a 5-0 is respectable. Me not sit down and watch that, guys. But very sorry. But calling, guys. Let me deal with TikTok case here. TikTok said, we talking about JPA players. Which player a championship bought for 10 million required a work permit? Portugal do require work permits as well. That's yes, but maybe not. It's not as hard as previous as other permits. You know, yes. But someone, guys, let me know a player that the championship bought for a lot of money that requires work permits. Someone will drop it in the chat. Yes, and guys, please, we have 180 people in the house. Please get the likes up on the video. So let we target the same 250. That's what our target is. But if you just get it to 180, share it around, more people will be here for the conversation. And we will be here for 2.5 hours at least because they know we're not come out with 60,000 videos. So this is how it goes. The content, no crack. All right. Yes. Man said divine intervention. I saw, our situation is extremely dreadful. We need a miracle. JD, he moved the goal post. Yes, man. Yes, that's a TikTok, man. JD, look at Ashley Phillips at Blackburn in the championship. Look at his match rating, 17 and starting in the championship. He's a baller. I think, yeah, we will look at it. We will look at it. Ashley Phillips. You need to send me these things, on the you need to send me these things on the Instagram, all right? Yes. These pro rather play for a coach with extreme experience than one who learning on the job. Okay. We talking about JPA players. Which player? So guys, look for a player coming from our region that will always require a permit. But if you go to United States or those places, he's going to say that they are highly ranked. So that's why. So he's going to always move the goalposts. Not every 5-0 is the same. Laugh out loud. 6-0. Dr. GG. All right, guys, the phone line is open, so let me know. Call in, you need to call in, all right? Yes. But we have more things on the card to chop up, All right. So the observer, let me go on the secondary statement right here. For the observer, let we go right here, and then we chop up this one, and then we come back to this screen. Yes, after that, all right? Yes, so the JFF looking to mend fences with the fan base. All right, yes, on numerous fronts. They're trying to mend fences with the personnel there, and how they do view it. That's one thing, and also literally inside the stadium, like to bring more revenues and everything. Yes. So it's like a continuation of the last time we spoke with the president. 5-0 would be a good result. Better we go our bed. Argentina generally don't score more than 3. I think when they don't have a solid, because from 1998 coming straight up, they had never. I would say they always have some defensive midfielder trouble at that time, straight up, or they just never have a full-fledged squad that's working good, straight short from 1998, and I've been watching them for a while now. So that's why they never scored more, but they had the talent to score more. You get me? How much Argentina gave Jamaica? Because Jamaica did play Argentina, right? Because you say Argentina never scored more than 3. Did we got 3 from them in the World Cup? We did play them in the World Cup, right? Because you had Batistuta and those guys played, right? I remember. So how much you got from Argentina in the World Cup? Keep smashing it like, yes, Jaja, Carla, a lower expectation. So Jason said the Carla smoking rum. Oh my God. All right. So Jason, you disagree with him? Yeah, we're going to go through the text right after that. This might be the most talented Argentina team. We faced easy 5-0, 6-0. Really? You cannot say that. Remember, we faced them in the World Cup, I remember that, that was 1998. We faced them in the World Cup, man. I think, I don't think it was 3-0. I think it was more than that we got, right? Let me see if someone dropped the score. How much you got in the World Cup? Oh, 5 love we got in the World Cup. We got 5 love. Okay, now that me say, man. We don't know we get a whole heap, man. Remember what Batistuta? No, yeah. Who was in that team? Batistuta was in that team. Crespo was in that team. I'm not sure, and I have to go back to that listing to see who was actually in that team. All right. Yes, Arteaga was it? I think Arteaga and Batistuta should be in that team. I'm not sure if Hernan Crespo was in it. I think Crespo should be in the team as well. Let me know, guys. ELJD, no 5 or 6. I already have my ticket cost over $523. All right, damn. All right, be careful, bro. DJ, say, I think we finally have a good coach. Yes, I do believe so as well. JD, Jamaica can't defend properly yet. Argentina going to break we don't so easily, and yeah. Fabian Full said, there is no player in the JPL that is championship league right now. All right. Content, no crack. Guys, remember, like the video. All right. These videos should be always getting Argentina 7. Walk in the park. Jesus. Oh God. Yo, one thing, we have no respect for our team, no man. Apart from Tilt, any new addition to the squad, no, we don't get anything as it. I'm gonna try get some contact and see if them can post their updated squad, you know. So because people will be wanting it. And I think they're gonna do it, you know, because they're watching these videos, you know, while we do put them up, you know. You guys put us in that position. So I think right after we finish, you will get situation started. I will say Jamaica lose 2-0 against Argentina. That will be fair. We got 5-0. Yes, man. So that Michelle tell the man. Yes, 1-0. Byron Berg, which one has scored them? Not 1998. Then we have Manas JD. If Argentina wants to play us, they have some sort of respect for our football. So people must stop sometimes, you know, God's warrior, I have to be honest, you know. Sometimes it is what they can actually get at that time, you know. Because remember, some of that World Cup teams don't want to play World Cup teams. You understand me? Yes. So that is the problem. But I'm not continuing this 5-0. Mr. Speed advised that they received 15 new resumes since the coach Argentina game was announced. Do you know the 15? Oh wow. Okay. So damn. No. I don't know the 15 at all. Colin Quest, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Brian Burke said no 5 in a World Cup. And 1. Okay. Okay. JD, the last time Jamaica played Argentina was 1-0. I know that 1-0 one. If Catalina kill we, yes. But I think this is much more of a more familiar team, and I thought that this was because of familiarity why we got murdered. Or 5-0. All right, JD talking this current team. Okay, all right, no problem. Well, let's see then. Football from here. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Darrell Powell got red card 5-0 Argentina. All right. Artega, yes, Artega was in it. All right. Batistuta was in it, and Crespo was in it. Crespo was too young. I think, yeah, man, Crespo could be in it, man. Crespo went to Chelsea after, and Crespo could be in it. We got 5 love. Simos did not play Nandelo. Big mistake. So you thought that Nandelo could have saved us from 5 love? And one we get the last time. Oh, the last time. Some man hide the results. 5-0 in the World Cup. All right, 5 love. We went on 10, man. You see it? One thing with winner, guys, we don't want to just admit the truth today. So when Eagle Republic says we got 5, he patched something out, but we went down 10 men. People must realize that Argentina is serious about football, unlike us. All right. JD, why would a championship team pay 10 million for a JPA semi-pro player? No, I know. But TikTok always brings some unrealistic conversation to us. You understand me? Yes, so that is the problem. Argentina had Diego Simeone and Maestro Juan Veron. Veron from Manchester United, yes. Everton, Jamaica will lose. That I agree. However, having a defense-minded coach, I do not think it will be as bad as some think. Yes, all right. So we are getting the next call. All right. Hello, good day, caller. How you doing? And then we are gonna get straight to the article, guys. How you doing, big boss?
Good day, JD, man. JD.
Yeah, man. We're on the line. We're on the line. You're calling on the line.
Yeah, JD. Stop laughing at the thing. Get serious.
All right.
You hear me?
Yes, man. We're here.
Yeah. We get 5 love 98. That's 20 odd years ago. So we can't use that score right now. You understand?
Yeah, I never used that score, but it's because Karim says Argentina don't normally score over 3. So me ask, me just remember the World Cup and ask if we never got more than that from Argentina. That's all I ask, And it wasn't anything. I was correct in my statement in that context, don't?
No. Yeah. Me know, man. I just judge your foot, man. I worry yourself, man.
Yeah, man. Me know who, man. Me know. He come up on the screen, yeah. So, how you doing?
No. Yeah, man, not too bad. But just up on the work and me a listening and me a say, boy, me a take a quick 3 minutes and get a talk and run in back.
All
The
right.
reason why I call you, and I really like I call you fast thing. The reason why I call you is that when you TikTok, you give him too much, time for you might distract your show. Don't make him divert your show. You give him too much time, man. You give him too much attention, man. Don't give him that amount of attention.
All
Because
right.
that's all he do. That's all he do over the time. And you have to learn to manage the show. And no, there's certain comments you gotta ignore.
All right.
Because
Thanks.
you know what you're gonna do. It's gonna divert it in a different way. You understand?
All right.
And then
No problem.
half
No
an hour
respect.
take up and half an hour take up and then the thing that you need to talk about footballing issue, it gone in a tangent, man. You understand? And
Yeah,
it's
man.
drag out.
But
So
today, thanks very much for that, man. That is true. I'm gonna. Sorry about that, fan. Subscribers.
Look for the comment and choose which one you need to correspond with and all these things. So the comment you just skip over it. That's
Alright.
just manage the show properly and don't make these guys come on the show and distract you and show you have tangent, you know?
All right. Yeah, man. We
Because
do.
enough time, they might try to mash up the show. Because you start in a good show and then these guys come out with their madness and then lunacy. Don't make them distract you from the right thing. So big up yourself and big up all of the people in the comment section and everything. You understand?
All right.
That's how me I call it, you know.
Yeah, man. Respect and thanks. Thanks for that. Yeah, man. Thanks for that. Yeah. Definitely thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
that.
Big
All
up
right.
yourself, man. And continue to go and do the good work. You understand? Cool.
Yeah, man. All right. So the caller called in. Yes. Let me just continue right here. Let me go off the topic. So that means when at least everyone get to, because people listen to the show as podcast still. I always try to show respect to the commenters, because I know that it takes your time out of your day. You take your time out of your day to comment. So that's why I normally answer to the comments. JFF looking to mend the offenses with fan base. JFF plans rebuilding of Boyz fan base, and then they will go into the lower details and what that meant. All right. Yes. So they say the Jamaica Football Federation (JFF) says one of its key objectives ahead of the start of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign is to rebuild the Reggae Boyz fan base. And then they continued now to explain this is. It says involves having more high-profile opponents in Jamaica for international friendly matches. Let me know if you guys are okay with that, or you think that will be a part to raise the stake of the Reggae Boyz team to the new fan base, because I don't think most of the fan bases know exactly what's going on and what time it's going on. So you do believe that if you hear that Reggae Boyz playing Argentina, Jamaica, that would have raised the stake and draw back in the Reggae Boyz. And the Reggae Boyz is always the pin profile for the JFF. Remember, JFF is the Jamaica footballing governing body. You control everything football. All right. Yes. But the Reggae Boyz, regardless of them not doing nothing, they are still a linchpin of the conversation. So you believe that if we are bringing in big teams to play, the Chilis, the Mexico, the United States, the Brazil, the England, on a frequent basis, you think that football will start revolutionizing Jamaica? Like people will start taking it more serious. Sponsors will come on board a little bit easier. Let me know, guys. All right. Yes. While the JFF has secured an international friendly game against Argentina, a contender for this year's FIFA World Cup title. That match will be played in Harrison, New Jersey on September 27th. All right. Yes. They continue to state here, the JFF has not been able to lure high-profile teams to the island because of large match fees they would require to accept the invitation. All right, and then they show this individual, Vice President Raymond Anderson. So you have to look at that as well. And normally, if the president steps down, the vice president would automatically take charge. So this is Raymond Anderson. So look at his face. This is the next one, next in line. To Mr. Ricketts. All right. So this is Raymond Anderson here. And we continue to state here. But Vice President Raymond Anderson says the JFF is now making plans to rebuild its relationship with the fan base. But he says it will require the help of corporate Jamaica. We want to improve our fan base. So we are going to appeal more to corporate Jamaica to underwrite the cost of hosting games. Anderson told the Jamaica Observer during a press conference to unveil the head coach Heimir Hallgrímsson on Friday. It will take a lot really to have games here in terms of gate receipt and cost of tickets. For example, if you were to get Argentina to come here, we would outprice ourselves. We have to make sure that we'll get corporate Jamaica on board and our number one sponsor, which is the supporters, all right, who really have to pay more to go through the gate. All those things have to be taken into consideration, but I can tell you that the plan is to really have some key games in Jamaica because we have to rebuild the fan base for 2026 World Cup campaign. The figure to host games depend on the opponent because the match fees commanded by the caliber of opponents and players individually and show. All right, so definitely that is true. What they're saying is true there. All right, some will take a developmental game, while others take one where all their top players have to be there. Anderson said, so it simply means you can get some of the teams. You can get Argentina, but maybe you can get Argentina second string team, third string team, and it will cost less. But once you have to get the Messis and those guys and shows I think you have to pay a lot more for that. All right. He describes considerations such as electricity for illuminated the venue for night matches as a minimal cost. It may cost an extra 500,000 or so, but everything adds up. He said, if spectators usually pay 2,000 or 3,000 to go to the bleachers, and we increase it to 4,000, you will have resistance from the public. Yeah, but if you have the quality team coming, I think people would pay it regardless. Anderson says, should such a situation occur, the JFF would then need to give a justification to the public for the increase. Yes, I do believe so. And then you have Mr. Ricketts, and they continued here. So basically, they're just giving you their outlook and what they would like to do in the future. Sometimes this can come off as a celeb item to say, because obviously you know that election coming up, so people can tell you a lot of things and they don't necessarily mean it. Not saying that they don't, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying sometimes they can say these things and it's not actually accurate. You understand me? So that is something that we have to look out for. But if they hear that they have a like, if they do get a friendly that that they wouldn't get before, then you can say, okay, that is a step in the right direction. So after that, they can start convince the actual fans. All right. Yes. But it looks like they're saying a lot of things, but still take it with a grain of salt. All right, take it with a grain of salt there. Hello, good day, caller. How are you doing?
Yeah, JD, why prove?
We're here, man. We're here just doing the show. What you want to add to the conversation? We just talked about the JFF wanting bigger games in the stadium and trying to see if maybe if the bigger game, no, not trying, the bigger games will command more money to be spent. But obviously they don't have the confidence that they can fill the stadium and get back the money for it, which is true because most of the actual games that meant something, the stadium was pretty much empty, Yeah, so
yeah, the stadium was empty, JD, because them never do no marketing. Because may I give one example? This is the first me witness the stadium full up. Schoolboy football, I believe the final when Flo just come in with the Super Cup, Jardis versus JC, them time they Marshall, them say the worst star beat of the Manning Cup and worst star beat of the young ball them in Jamaica. Also do they market it like within the 3 weeks, and literally I'm surprised the stadium was so packed till nobody space never in the stadium, and that was just a Manning Cup
Super Cup final, but you know what the difference is that you see it every day upon TVJ, you see it every day upon CVM. I promote it. So when them have the Nation League, them never that promote on JD. So what them expect right now, if them get this Argentina match at Jamaica and promote it like a 1 month pan TVJ and CVM in a Jamaica, this stadium full JD. If I $4 for the beaches, me not ask you. If them promote it, cap Jamaican people know if save and to go. We save and go. No matter what. Anything we want, if them promoted the stadium with full, I fit, you know why Imaxit so? Is them conscience because they know the gap where they build between the fans. And the fans build between them, you know, based on how they mean that run the organization, which me see them want to change. But based on where they mean run it, and that's why enough people really never want to spend their money. But definitely, if they mean promote it much better, if Argentina Messi come and them put a beaches ticket for $4 to see Messi, come on, just see Di Maria, and we now travel out of Jamaica, most of we now go travel and
if $4 you could have moved it up to $5. We're good have to buy 6 tickets or 6 tickets in order to send people go there. Messi there in Jamaica, you must be mad, man.
JD.
Everybody a pack up and go.
Plus we now, our worst thing, plus we now, but I would have really some people not happy with the team, but this would have be a good team. So we have say, all right, them not pick no idiot friend side and a new coach and the coach I got away. If them promoted the stadium with a full, I just show them, you know why at them people I feed them trust. The trust them see the trust we have for them it broken. So that's why he might come out and I like him not need to build way back. And them need to build up themselves and fix their marketing. Because me I tell you, if the marketing in Jamaica, JD, it's Jamaica, people act like them not no money, JD, believe me. It's even the biggest party I go and look on Dream Weekend them, it full up. Me I tell you, jam pack thousands and ticket like for how much US dollars. I mean I tell you, people who not even who watch football from the may say Messi I come on the stadium and if I promote Di Maria, them hear them name, then would have come. If Brazil come and them hear Neymar, oh God, just the woman them alone in Jamaica would have full up the stadium, JD. Okay. Listen to me, just the woman them alone would have full up the stadium because them may say Neymar come. And every woman they ask them, what them bother? Neymar. Just one name would have full up the whole stadium. So at them me don't know what I talk about. Me really don't know what I talk about right there, sir. Me I tell you, JD, me don't know me not agree upon that part there. Cause me I tell you, me not agree. Me not agree upon that. If them get them high profile game there, definitely me believe say this beaches would have definitely full up and grandstand would have definitely full up. The stadium would have definitely full up if you have them high profile. Even if OJD JFF would run from them pick a good side and we say I'm not joking thing with the side. The only thing that might not make people come at the stadium at the Jamaican side if they may pick one weak team to play against a big side. Mm-hmm. Most people that might say no, so this is a joking thing, but based on the side that we Jamaica would have to call up and I go play against Argentina, we are expect a look good game, even if we lose, but we are expect a look entertainment. So we are spending money for go. We see full Jamaican side like that. I play against the Argentina quality side like that. So me disagree with the vice president. I hope say him listen, him just need to market it. Me believe say if they marketed Jamaica and because Jamaica love with the excitement they know. So if them grab the excitement, them can't lose after coming in the stadium. Look on schoolboy champs. Yes, we have good runners and all of them at least say, but you know what? Make Jamaican people go? Let me tell you because me go after party. Is the excitement after the night. So anyway, champs to them people set up things. The private sector have like after party after champs. So people will go champs, pull up champs, enjoy champs, and go after enjoy themselves. So them just need to set up some marketing skill. Me don't know who do it. And definitely me believe say then we see say Jamaica will spend their money on the Reggae Boyz with a quality team and no joking around with the bias speaking and them thing there. Yeah.
Okay, so based before you go, based on what you saw from the coach bringing in Blake back and bringing in Tilt, and what they have actually said in the first part, stating that they are going to only target high-profile players and they will try and fix up systems to make sure the local team can get up to speed. What would you say about this coach so far? Does he get a passing grade?
That's why I believe somebody company called must yesterday I say why people are we ask for the change, and the change we assist the change are come based on them might be more transparent because all the vice president come out and normally you don't hear nothing from them money. Most people are come out now and set where they might look for do and what them aim. So you see why them put out that because of that, what them are think we do, because the coach must put it to them, hey, we need some high profile game in a defense to be about the country. So me, the coach is definitely a plus, and I'm on the right part right now. Based on the high profile players, I agree, because if I start that way, it can fill in. So if somebody drop out, it easier to start than high than start low, because if I start low and I fill in a 1-2 high class player, I see say it not really work. So better you have a team, we have more high class player, and you have a 1 and 2 not that high level on the field, but the team base is a team sport. Me believe that the team would have push them 2 baller there to even increase the level. But with the 1 bag of 7 low class baller with 5 high class baller, the ratio then add up. So me believe in a ratio say you can have at least 2. If you are bill, you say you are bill, so at least 2 low class baller where we would have as not have them on the highest level as yet to be in the squad. And that ratio is much more better because it now got that unbalance. Maybe not even see it. Because as you use an example, when Pinot they beside a king, you see how Pinot make king look like a star.
Mm-hmm.
So but isn't it? So if you have a 1 and 2 baller, them like king when they're really high, but you have a local man beside him where you can build him to be high, at least when him play with him, he don't look that too bad. But the coach up on the right part, me I go give him time, me I go give even JFF time, because the people then we are push more negative narrative on JFF, them look like they want everlasting war. Them want them look like them would have they are every day, as I said, JD, get up, coach JFF and come back again tomorrow, do the same thing. Them no want go in the next part. Me see them and them come up on a YouTube. I don't know if for election, because Jamaican full of style, JD. Let me tell you that,
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican full of style, Then we come because of the election, because we are politician, them, JD. So that's why I say, I watch them. So I give them a rope, because then we come, act like everything is nice, but when I check them, just agree because, I want to come back in the office. But me don't believe that still. It's just a bit, me have to think so because of the past. But this coach approved me, said, because bringing back Blake situation and showing that the JFF say, because the here where Speed say is a higher man. Tell him to take him out, and guess who overthrow the higher man? The coach. Because that is how if we go, the coach should be the highest person in the country. Well, if we deal with the senior national coach should be the highest person looking over our football in the country with the help of the JFF. So it's a partnership. But him for always have the last say when they come on to the team and come on who to start, who he wants in the team, him for always have the last say. And if this continues so, Jamaica will definitely see some success. Because I believe that if this continues so, we can either at least come and go a better performance next year, for the Nation League. Try beat Mexico and top the group. Go quarter final, I believe, semi-final. Try pass semi-final and try go win the Nation League. And if we try go off in the Nation League now and say we're successful, because anything can happen, Because based on this, and if this squad can gel for the at least for a few months for them 2 games, I believe so we can have a chance based on the quality where we can feel, and based on the level of coach, UEFA elite coach, definitely if we improve much more in the team, because they can see the local difference with part maybe the coach go on different system, but me believe say based on a different system, I see the youth and play much better in a part of system than Tapa. So these are the professional system the youth they want to see, and I believe that they will definitely perform. And can at least see coach I look for him and want to win tournament. So me believe him always me excited, JD, to be honest. So when these men say, "Bo, just the coach alone me excited," because me that just go to the stadium just to see how the youth them play. And not even with Argentina, just to see how the youth them play. But me different, me don't know. as I said, Jamaica might not be a footballing country, but I believe say based on a high profile game as well the vice president say the stadium can full with ease. Cause you do it with champs, you do it already with one Manning Cup Super Cup final. The year after it never that packed, but it is still packed. So for a national team it can definitely happen. I just them need to fix up themselves, market them thing better, and see the changes in Jamaica.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So respect
Yeah.
Big Boss, yeah?
Yeah, man, JD. Go and do your show and bless up, man.
All
And
right,
big up
yeah. Thanks for
everything.
calling in,
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
man. All right, so let me just go through a few more comments. We are already closing on the 2 hour mark. Let me see how the likes look on the video. As you know, 200 likes we are always trying to target. We have 175 here. Please do smash that like button. Definitely share and subscribe. We just need a meager 35 more likes to reach 200. So that should be at least the target. And you can keep on calling in. Yes, I dropped the link, the number yesterday. Fowling says the number don't work. Oh, can the number not work? I think you need to just put it in your WhatsApp and call it, and then I will definitely accept it. Let me just go right on the comment side and just get a few comments until the next call come in. If the Reggae Boys are playing well, and the opponents are high quality, stadium are go full no matter the ticket cost. I do believe so as well. I think they should stop worry about that and just get everything done. Then you have TikTok back again. Said JD, we should have a JFF hierarchy lesson. Me hear one of your blogger friend talk about Mr. Speed talk too much. Speed is a board member who is a good communicator. You can't please everyone. Then who said that? TikTok, Lord God. If we get good team to play against, I don't mind pay extra. Okay. All right. So that simple means let me know people who would pay more money to see better teams to come and play Jamaica inside the country. Because the reason why they said the reason why they can't get to play games here is because it costs so much and they don't have the personnel to fit the bill. All right. Yes. But which we already knew that before still. JD, in 2022, why are we only speaking about gate receipt? If the JFF is hosting a friendly, who owns the broadcast right? Television or radio? I think both has to pay money to them. Yes, so the broadcasting rights should be more, but obviously if you're not a sellable content, the broadcasting right can't be so much because the Premier League is so high because of the demand. So that what they're trying to do, Eagle Republic, is to improve the demand, and that's why I think they are coming to places like here, because this is where 5,000 people watch videos per time. So if 5,000 people interested in that, you know how much money that is for a game. Yes, so that's why I think they are coming these places, and rightfully so. And then after that, now after 1 or 2 games, you prove the amount of turnouts. The interest start booming, so that means more people want to see it on TV because more people can't get to pay for it inside there, and it costs more. You get me? So that means you can hike up your TV revenue there. All right, yes. But I don't know the intricacies behind it, like oh Jamaica works, but that's how it works worldwide. Jobless. The marks, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. They need to make the field much more smoother. Okay, all right. Champ desk. Spade is not no board member. Not the press officer, nor the accountant. Not to do TD, him for stop chat. Okay, all right. So Trump desk is fighting Mr. Speed. Okay, the vice president looks like he's in his 70s. Vice president, marketing, flow digital, red stripe, it's etc. All right. People pay around people pay upwards of 10,000 for some fest ticket without batting an eye. Just let the quality opponent and market the game properly, you won't have anti-sell tickets. All right. Fair enough. Love that response. So hopefully they are watching so they can learn that the people will pay the money. JD is kissing fans and saying all the right things. Just wait till election done and it will be back to shut up and dribble and patty shop. You can't ask me that thing and All right, all right, all right. I understand. I understand. I would pay 7 grand to watch the match with this Argentina team. I would pay 7 grand. A man right now, a man said he paid 523. 523. How much for US right now? 150. 150. So look how much money that he's paying there. 150 times 5. Wow. Damn. Wow. So look at that, 523 US dollars there, guys, to get in. And so if you have to pay 10,000 for to get um Argentina here, that would be still good because that is 10,000. My God. And look how much look how much you have to pay to get to the game. Get a game with Brazil in a stadium. No, man, if you get a game with Brazil, I don't think they're talking about those games. Getting a game with Brazil, people will pay all 20,000 to go into that. JD, what go on, bro? This morning you call off. No, I told you yesterday that this week, I will be coming home at the right time to do it, but because I have to leave 1.5 hours later to get my kid, it's hard for me to fulfill it. And I know if I start it, it's going to go over 2 hours. And that's the time to pick up my kid, and my wife is at work. So I couldn't fulfill it. So I said, for this week, it's going to just move to 9 o'clock. From 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock my time. You understand? It's no problem, man. Next week the content crack will be back at its right time and no problem. All right? Yes, man, no problem, big boss. L, my brother, says keep smashing the like button. Thanks very much for that. All right, we need a better stadium as well. Modern day, no. Numbering seating, so the cost of sitting closer to the field would cost more than just a general admission. That is a very good one, Jason. Very, very good one. Yes, simple as that. I have a feeling that Hallgrímsson be outdoor in probably 5 months. The fact that Hallgrímsson is running the show, no. But deep down, we know the JFF don't like that. So in 5 months, look, guys, we have next year we have again, so then always going to be out the door when we have 5 months for the next game. When are we playing? Is it in March we are playing Mexico? When are we playing Mexico? Let me know. Once Jamaicans see that the football is back on the right track, they will start going back to the stadium 100%. JD, since Arsenal bigging up Jamaica these days, a match with Yard versus Gunners next preseason will sell off. Carla, learn something about cost and expenses. No top team won't touch Jamaica with digging up the field and replacing it just to start. Okay, all right. Forgot opponents. The environment needs to improve. A true supporters selection section that sets the vibes every game. Okay, okay, no problem. Thanks for that, JD. We need to make a smaller stadium. Remember the game against Suriname in Suriname. The pitch was small, but it allowed to create a great atmosphere. Also, we need proper pitch surface. So, guys, would you agree on that side to say that we might need a smaller stadium to play in, so we can drum up the excitement and maybe it can spur the guys them up, increase their adrenaline to see if they can get the job done. RIP, Christopher Zedi. Yes, I did talk about it at the start of the stream. Yes, but maybe I missed the start of the stream. All right. Guys, let me know when we pass 200 likes because we're getting hard done on the likes. And guys, we have just at this point I'm not running the Instagram, but you can go over there and subscribe. I'm trying to get the link for the Instagram so people can go over there. I will pin it in the video, but for the next videos that we're going to be doing tomorrow, we will have um the link here. So that means you're going to have the Imaxit and the Maxit Instagram. So we are building the Imaxit now, so you can just go over there and subscribe. I will pin the link tomorrow and you can do so. All right. Concacaf forced teams like Mexico and USA, but a lot other teams will require a new field to start. I don't think certain teams will agree to play at the stadium field. Okay, all right, no problem. Fair enough from TikTok. All right. We need a good surface at the stadium, but they said they're working on it. They don't. Imaxit 5 years from now, will Paul Hall be viewed as a martyr for the Reggae Boys program? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We have to revisit 2 years from now. Thank you, bro. Then should go there then? Trying to fill 30K. Okay, yes. Yes, maybe that's a good idea, you know. Fix a smaller stadium that can drum up the excitement and actually work with it from now. Just work with it from now. JD, you don't have to read my comment if these jealous persons Why? TikTok, you're a human being and you're added to the show. We're not going to spend extra time on it, all right? TikTok is TikTok is so in his feelings. Our next match is in the game. So that can't be right. He can't be out the door in the next 5 months when we don't have the next game until the next 5 months. We're literally in September now, you know, guys. So it's the next 5 months we have the game, you know. So the man never talk like that, man. Hello, good day, caller. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, JD. How you doing?
Okay, it's a great Africans. All right. How you doing? How you doing? What you want
All
to
is
add to the
great
show, big man?
on Monday. I don't need greatness on a Monday. I'm just it's the average regular Africans calling in, just chiming in on all things Jamaican football. I enjoy my time. What can I say?
Okay, so what you want to add to the show? What statement irk your feelings say calling in?
My feelings haven't been hurt. I'm totally fine. It's interesting, the conversation from the beginning, just from new coach coming in, players abroad, what our actual ceilings on them is, how to drum it up. I mean, there's a degree where it's chicken or the egg in terms of where we are right now in this conversation,
Mm-hmm.
where it's what actually improves. I think, like, if you're trying to connect with the actual fans, the pitch, all those things matter, but communicating, interacting, showing you're actually listening to the fans matters, right? Getting fans, and that's why I suggested the supporter section. It's worked a bit here in Canada, where you have a supporter section who gets, discounted tickets. They set the vibes for all the games. They're there. If there's chants you need to know, they're letting everybody know what's going on from that standpoint. You got to work on the smaller details. The big things you need to work on, there's no doubt, but to rebuild the relationship with the fans, it has to start with actually listening to them and working from. I don't know if a smaller stadium works, but it may be the best form. But it's a take and draw and the loss here, because a smaller stadium is more intimate. But then from a federation standpoint, if you're just trying to set out 7,000, that's great. But you got 30,000 that's sitting behind you, and that's a lot more feasible from a financial standpoint. So they're going to have to find the balance in terms of that. But I think building more, and I think building the football across, it's not just playing 7,000 seat stadiums, it's actually getting there. If you look at Iceland and how they improved, like Iceland's program, we see them in 2014, 16, and 18. But their program, the change of started really in 2001, 2002, right? And that's where it's a combination of both public funding with football minds thinking. That's 7 new things, that they're 7 new stadiums that they're able to build, and actually build that and reintegrate to the infrastructure, which then assists in giving players the ability to develop at that level. So the fact that you're Jamaican now, you do have a few things up on Iceland. You have more players, you have access to more players, but at the same time, the core things, we're looking at the person who was in charge of what happened of the team, but we're not necessarily looking at the actual infrastructure issues. So while I'm excited for this new coach, there's also the conversation in terms of, yes, this new coach took over and was able to guide Iceland, right? Before he was in charge of the men, he was in charge of the women. Before he was in charge of the women, he was in charge of the youth teams. There's a process in terms of how their federation and their country really decided to invest in the sport and really develop that. And right now you're taking the player, you're taking the face of that, but you're not necessarily taking the builder of that. So, I mean, that's the one thing I'm concerned with. But I think, again, I'm saying this concern 2 to 3 weeks into this. It's way too early to really say one thing or another. But I think for me, infrastructure wise, I want to see what they actually do in terms of building pipelines for development, keeping the doors open for youth who want to play, getting them in early, integrating them there. I think there are things they can definitely learn. I saw this in the chat. Having another national team where you can get teams that play that aren't necessarily the senior team, similar to what you saw with Ghana, where they have the satellites, you have the galaxies, you have the starlets, you have everything in the universe. That's how Ghana names their teams. But they do that so they can tier them up in proper ways. But I think Jamaica has seen a lot of things in this last year. And the question is, will they actually learn from that? Or are they just going to say, this is the guy from Iceland. Iceland did great. He's the person for our program. But then forget that, hey, Iceland's program wasn't a 2-year fix. It wasn't a 4-year fix. It was 14 years. So I'm wondering if the JFF is really in this for the long haul, or are they just here because they saw him with his recent accomplishments and think he's a player, he's the person who did this, so he should be able to do that maybe in less time because we have access to better players.
So what you're saying, the fans and the federation should buckle down and state that, listen to me, we're in this for the next 4 years, even if the JFF, the present JFF should lose, they should still continue with this because continuation is much more important and don't want a quick fix overnight, basically.
I think so. I think if you're looking at Jamaica, I know they're putting 24, they're playing 26 as the first big landmark, and that's fine. I think if they do this right, this coach, this federation won't be the ones getting credit for it, but they'll be credited with building the foundation for it.
Okay.
And that's how they have to look at this. I don't know if the coach lasts for 14 years. It's very rare that a coach does. But I think what this coach does in these next 4 to 3 to 6 years can set up this program, and what they're able to implement at the federation level will set them up in a while. But I don't think they won't get the fruits of the labor in that sense, right? In the same sense that, like, if you look at other countries, you'll say, yeah, these players are amazing. But we look at the English FA and say, oh, look at all the players that they've developed. And look at what Gareth Southgate has done with them. But Gareth Southgate just had them from 18 to now. We're not looking at the people who developed them from 7 to 18 to 20, the late bloomers, everything coming from there. So I think building it here, if they do it right, this could work for them. But again, it's a big if. This is the foundation for what could actually set them up for success for further years down the road. But if they're not careful, they'll be in the same position that they've been in the last 20 years.
All right, so you're joining the show tomorrow, so we can deal with that more detailed.
Yeah. Tell me the time. I should be able to make some time.
All right. So respect. Thanks, sir. Thanks, Sir Africans. Yes. So we will link up tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that was the great Africans. Thanks, Jermaine Miller, for checking in. Massive respect. Let me see. Kai said they have Mr. Butler that can help the JFF get big games, but the members of the JFF don't want to deal with the great Mr. Butler. But I think big games is just not like that, you know. Yeah, obviously, Mr. Butler, he says everything straight up one time, but it don't just happen like that because you still have to look at paying the people. Mr. Butler not going to get the game off his name only. He's gonna get the green light to have the discussion, but people will still want money. It's not going to just be free. You understand me? Yes. Right now, Sportsbox covering alone raise JPL broadcasting rights. All right. See there, Al J. Wagwan. Hope all is well with you. Yes. Spade speak on things that he shouldn't speak on. speak, which sometimes leave him into position to be asked more questions. Yes, Triple E, that is true. That is true. But what happened if he's occupying more than one position, more, which we know that most of these personnels, even though they have one thing on their name, they seem to do more than one because they're trying and desperate to actually get the job done. Yes, so I think more that is a part as a part of it that you have to ask as well, you know. But I do agree with you. Sometimes he do speaks and things, but it is what it is. If he never spoke on them, we wouldn't get the answers, you know. JD, if I send you a list of players, will you be able to get the JFF to look at the players? I have been making a list. Yeah, just send me them and I will try my best to pass it on to them and see how it goes. JD, that game in New Jersey, 220, but a man said he spent 553. Drip Plays said, is that a Amex Stadium? I don't know. I don't know. Them complain when the JFF don't send anybody. And when they send the most competent person, they complain because they can't twist him up. You can't satisfy everyone. Okay, well, TikTok is saying that he wants to see Mr. Speed. I think TikTok likes Mr. Speed. You know. Get a game with Brazil and me a fly. Okay, okay. Maybe that could have drawn me into going to Jamaica. Yes, JD, his contract officially start in January. He's committed. Okay, so he came in early to look at the program. Okay, big up yourself, Garfield. Thanks for being here. Jamaica need a football stadium, especially for football. Okay. JFF need for use up St. Catherine Stadium some more. Yes. Then we have Jermaine Miller. Big up yourself, Mr. Jermaine Miller. All right. Hope all is well with you and your family. Jamaica need a football centric stadium that is used only by national teams and finals. Okay. Wow. You think you can afford that? Because remember, you know, you can't have places waste a lot of money and then can't get back money out of it because that is a problem. All right. Guys, remember it's 250 likes we want on the video at least. So see if you can help us out on the like button there. So if you just come in the show, make sure to subscribe. We need 2,000 subscribers and we definitely need 250 likes. Remember, we are going hard at it to get back the 20,000 that we lost. And obviously, we have done it by ourselves. So you, me, and the other subscribers did it, so keep on sharing it and let we great yet again because we deserve to be. All right, they said 80 more likes and we up to 200, so that means we need our own what 68 more. All right, no problem. We can do that within the next 40 minutes or so because we're dropping 3 hours on the board at work. No problem, Warren. Thanks, said we, man. Great point. Infrastructure needs money. We need to qualify for big tournaments and win big matches. Will lead to more funds and sponsorship. To this require a very good national stadium. Yes. The Mark said, big up JD. You aren't just a YouTuber. You guys are creating waves. The voice of the people is voice of God. I guess the JFF looking at the YouTubers wrong at first. Maybe. All right. And we have Reggae Boyz commentary in the building. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here, Sir Simon. Or it's Cataract stole the account. Which one of them? Because after Mr. Speed rub him out, I don't hear back from Mr. Cataract. So hope all is well with Mr. Ultra Bass. Yes. Africans has no idea about Jamaica. The coach isn't there to build a foundation. He's here to qualify a team. African, listen to the news and you wouldn't sound so uninformed. Okay, Mr. TikTok. Come on, the man talk generally on what you need, what's required to make Jamaica better, not for just this one time. So you just want a man to make the World Cup, get the 10 million and then run away? Come on, man. So what about the kids in between that time? Wow. JD, you always say the change would have to do with football education, football and education. So let's see what level our new coach can bring. Yes, I think they are going to bring. They told it they're very educated. Great points, Africans. All right, thank you very much. This is a long haul program. Yes, 2026 is World Cup. 2026 is World Cup is possible. 2026 World Cup is possible, but I only give us a 50% chance of getting one of those 3 remaining spots. All right. Yes, Ramai. All right. Okay. All right. JD has links to Roberto Martinez so Jamaica can play Belgium. Martinez, sometimes Martinez crosses. They want to throw him out of Belgium very bad because this man have the best generation of players playing all sorts of mad systems. You know, I don't know a man playing coaching Wigan turn up to be coaching Belgium with the best talents them. Oh my God, man, we should had England come to Jamaica years ago for a friendly. They use a friendly, especially for the slavery time. My God, Jesus God. JD, proxy. All right, guys. I never blocked him. He just blocked me, I guess. Okay, what's going on with people blocking Jason? JD, word on the street is you have become JFF recruiter. Well, that would be a good thing if that's the case. I have not turned JFF recruiter, you know. People ask me a question. And we have said that we are willing to take up the task of putting out information.
Yes, hello.
I've put out information because that's what I do, and I'm doing the studies and coaching and everything. So I just applied my services in the time when I'm free. So if a man said we can help Jamaica, what we were doing here from before. So how is it I become Jamaica recruiter? I can't understand. No, you're gonna hear me like I'm working with the JFF soon, you know. You hear them stuff there? You're trying to do something good, and all of a sudden, Andrew 55 out here talking about me become. You see you, Andrew? Everything is good, man. You see you? When I always want brand people there. Good day, Mr. Jeremy Miller. How you doing? All is well
Yes,
with
boss.
you?
I'm good. I have a problem with you, sir. I'm gonna start from early.
Yes, start from early.
Your headlines. You always put up the headlines, but you never talk about the headlines.
The headlines. I never talk about the headlines.
Yes, like your caption. What you use to get your audience. So you know what I mean. I want to talk. Did you talk about Mr. Curtis Tilt? Did I miss that?
Jeremy Miller. I want you watch every channel. Tell me one channel that is more professional than me in my headline titles. Nobody on planet Earth. I give them segments. And we have spin-off on the content crack, no crack show.
Yes, bro.
So we have done that.
Board,
turn up 30 minutes in the show, and we have hardly. Don't test my credibility. All right. Yes. What else you want to worry about? What else?
But look, this morning I was having a conversation, right? And I just want to brought you. And I was listening to a show this morning, and
Lord God,
some people, no, I'm not. No, this is a valid.
Yeah, man, cause me no want in a mix up. Them say me high profile. I'm become recruiter. So you have to be careful.
It was a valid conversation.
Yeah.
No, man, it's a valid conversation.
Yes.
And some people were talking about the players. You're back home, how they actually rave about them, and when they get on the national stage, they are not what they perceived to be. And we have this saying back home: as soon as a person shifts somebody and score one goal or something like that, in the Money Cup or whatever, everybody start to talk about them. And they're the next big thing. So we were talking about Pearson in the under 20 qualifying, and a lot of the folks was like, he was not what they said that he was, right? And and everybody agreed, right? And so my thing is this, this goes back to coaches selecting their team and everybody's going to tell them who to put in and who not to put in and who to take out and all that, right?
Yes, true,
It,
true.
it reaches a stage now where we have a new coach and we start over now, right? Let the man do his job. Let the man do his job. This is his first game. If we lose Argentina, so be it, right? Let him learn and, you know, judge him by the result, you know what I mean, you're later on. You know, this squad here, I don't think he actually picked this squad. He's just going off what, you know what I'm saying? But the next game going forward and so forth and so forth. But whoever is listening, let us stop trying to glorify somebody as soon as them kick a ball, you know? And if them, and I'm not out for anybody come and get a first chance and fail, right? But after 1 chance, 2 chance, 3 chance, and 4 chance, it's time we start to look on them now and say, okay, you know, you need some more development. You know, I'm not trying to knock any local baller, right? I'm not trying to knock any local baller.
You're not saying wrong. Mr. Speed come here and said that time done. Because he's getting information or he's learning that the timing between players. So they would love to give the local players them game, you know. But you remember the day when time people say, I'm mad? When we say the best way to put local players in the team and for put all of them in the team one time? And people said, JD, where you're mad? I may say reaction time is very much important because it helps with coordination and lines. You have 3/3 defensive midfield and attacking third. If you're going to keep an offside, you cannot have a man that super fit over the next one and he's coming from England. Don't have enough time to gel with the team and he's just coming into a preset team. And then the next play, them can't keep up with him and he might run up and down. They can be good, you know, but they just don't have the fitness to go put him. So when Mr. Speed came here and said the same thing what you're saying, so you're not wrong. And you should not be wanting to sorry for yourself because these were the personals saying the opposite, but they're saying the same thing of what you're saying. The video is on the YouTube, on the channel.
Yeah. So, you know, that was just a conversation, you know, and you know, we really want to see the, you know what I mean, the local ballers, you know, leave and develop their craft, you know, and then when them leave and go overseas, then they'll sit on the bench. And there's a player that we are talking about right now, and he's one player everybody agree with him, Karim Paris. Everybody is saying that this is a player this is the example that every Jamaican player should have an example of. Him come through the ranks, a man in cup, this, that, right, and him go overseas. And then, you know, he called, you know, and make him
he took the right steps. He took the right steps.
Improve himself. He proved himself, right? He's a starter.
He never run to Belgium and those places and then get benched and then maybe lose his feeling, you know, and then couldn't spur and he goes to so it's kind of luck with and yeah, he got the right opportunities and he took advantage of it. Put it as that.
But other kids get the same chance like him,
no,
and they don't make a grasp of it.
No. But I'm trying to say football is different. If he had run to Belgium, maybe he wouldn't excel as fast because the competition would have been higher. So he went to places that he could have excelled, learned, acclimatized to the
lower
place, and then step up. So he made the right growth at the right time. So now he deserves.
Was he the one in Malta? Was he the one in Malta first?
I thought he was in Slovenia. Either Slovenia he was in. Guys,
I think he was in Malta. They went to Slovenia, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure. You know, I think he was in Malta. No, he was in Slovenia. He went there first. The first showing was not good. He got enough time. People. Yeah, he did not go to Malta. So it's a Slovenia. The first time never worked well for him. Yeah, he never worked well for him, and then after he moved on and do his thing. So he has his rough patch in Slovenia and step up, and I love that because tell you what, he's coming from a point of no confidence to where he is now. So you have to give him even more credit in the end. You get me?
Yeah, yes. That's true. So that's true.
The chat says no Malta, Slovenia, but it was correct. We have it, man. Thanks very much for that.
Okay. Yeah, man. Thanks. You know, and so there's a lot of our ballers, right, who live in Jamaica and then come to MLS, and then they actually went down to the second tier, right? But now it's like they're just coming straight to the second tier now, right? Do you think the agent has a lot to play with this?
No, maybe just the quality. But you have to look at the age. We have to put every situation in context. Every player is different. Look, I heard you always war with my player. You have Brandon Aguilera from Costa Rica. That's the midfielder that played against Jamaica. Pearson played in that same game. Brandon Aguilera he controlled the tempo of the game because you have to know about space and getting the space and having free space on the ball in midfield to open the channels. He did that brilliantly in that game, and straight throughout the tournament he did it. Some games he was off, but him get a move to Nottingham first, and then when again if Pearson that I know gets more coverage than him, get a move to the USL. But it's just who evaluating the talents, and you yourself here as the coach should know how good your players are. We already saw the quality of Brandon Aguilera, so we knew that he was one of the young kids that could have actually come out of Costa Rica and gone elsewhere. It's not because Costa Rica in the World Cup why you get that. When you watch the players, which one you think is better, Pearson or Aguilera? I want to go back and watch that game. You have the game taped?
Yeah. No, I mean, Pearson was terrible, and I said that.
No, I'm saying just look at the movement
again.
and the education and everything, because that's how people value players. Because if you're going to buy him and say you want to use him, obviously Aguilera not being used at this point because he stayed home on the loan, and when the season finished, then they're going to decide what to do with him. But the fact that they reached out to buy him simply means that they were paying attention on him. So if Pearson was that over the top good, why the coach at the end of the day never named Pearson as one of the best players, and why he had to move to the USL? Those are the things you have to look at. So you have to look at who evaluating the talent in Jamaica and the overall evaluation of the talent outside Jamaica, because I just believe that that's the best one came in for him, which was the USL, and he went there. You know,
you just said something that's golden. You just said something that struck a nerve, because the conversation I was having earlier again, and it's the same conversation that I had. The same conversation that I have this morning. So the same conversation that I have this morning, it was about the coaches evaluating talents. And I heard that sometimes it's not the best player that is the player that the coaches like, or the player that fit into a system, right?
Okay.
This is some of the things. So yes, because we're talking about the same under-20 team, right? That actually went to the thing. They were saying that there was a couple forwards, that was way better, but they did not bring them because they did not know how to hold the ball. And
can you name the that they players them? Because we know
yes,
that we have Zian Scarlett, which I was the one that told people about Zian Scarlett here, how good he is.
They said he was one that never make it, and they also said
Zian Scarlett made it. Zian Scarlett made the team. Zian Scarlett scored in.
He said made it. Okay. The one from England that scored the penalty in the first.
Shamar Clark, Zian Scarlett.
They said
those are two strikers.
Yeah, they said there was two other forward there that was better, right?
That never made it.
Than this guy, but
that never made it.
Huh?
The two other forwards that never made it.
And I'm gonna tell you one. I'm gonna tell you one. They said Whisper was better than him.
Whisper was better than Jamar Clark.
Whisper was one, and another one.
Whisper was better than Jamar Clark.
That's what the conversation was about. Okay, listen up now. So what they said, right, was the reason for that was because the other guy knows how to hold up the ball and wait for his teammates to come while the others did not know it.
So
right?
No, stop right there. You hear that? The reason why the next guy got the game was because he could have hold up the ball. You know that hold up the ball is a part of a skill as well.
Yes. So then it was a confusing thing to us, right? Because everybody was like, there was some better forwards who did not go. And so the guy was like, listen, I was at the training every day, and this is what I heard the coaches say, right? And then I heard that there was people coming in and out. So all the guys were not there at the same time. throughout the training process.
But Jeremy, we knew about the training. We have tracked the training. We have gotten we never got footages on it, but we tracked the training and the timing and what happened. I've watched Zia and Scarlett way before all of these personnels know about Zia and Scarlett. Furthermore, it's my show. People know Zia and Scarlett on. You understand me? It was my show when I brought Lashan Brown here. Remember, so Lashan Brown is my family, and Zia and Scarlett is his roommate. They never knew about Zia and Scarlett, so that is just the truth. So nobody can tell you about a player that they never knew about. All right? So if you see him, you see Zia and Scarlett on my Instagram, there. All right? So this mentality, first thing, what you have to always ask, these persons that's talking, what type of footballing qualification they have? For them to tell you and identify talent. You get me? That's why I'm trying to make sure I have that, So when I have that, people can say, all right, at least this man on YouTube talking, but he has something to back it. Obviously, he played football at different levels, but he has something to back it of footballing certificate. What kind of certificate they have to say that they know talent more than other personnel? Oh, that's even possible. Like, I don't understand this. I'm still struggling. Whisper is a wing forward, not a true forward. All right? So I think people should know that.
He's young and he has
No. Whisper is not a true forward at this point. So him and Jamari Clark don't play the same position. You never know that.
Okay.
You don't. His father came on the show.
To be honest with you, I don't even know.
No, go and listen to Craig Butler. And me and Craig Butler talking, and he asked me what Whisper does on the field, where he plays. And I told him exactly what he plays, where he plays, and what he does on the field. And what he said, yes. So go and listen to that, and then you will know how much I truly know about football, because he's the one that trained.
So he's not a forward.
No, he's a wing
forward.
Not a forward. He's a wing forward.
So he's not a striker. Like he's a forward.
So he's not a striker. So they can't fight for the same spot. Because he's the problem.
So what is playing for KC right now? Is he playing forward for KC right now?
I think I think he's playing forward, but he's still drifting off the wing just the same. I don't know I remember that's a lower level. That's a lower level, and his body mass means something, because Manning Cup is 19 and lower, right? Under 20, you kind of have more beef for players that are the best from each countries. So his older play is not as big and strong as Jamari Clark. The problem is, if you use football in calculation, the reason why Whisper never got selected, I think you have to go back to the coach. The coach has systems. And the coach has systems that he use right and left midfielders, but he would actually gamble with true wingers. This is what I told Whisper's father before even the team pick. I said, if Whisper don't get picked, which I don't expect him to get picked, don't feel offended. You know why? Because I think the coach will go with true wingers and true strikers. Like target strikers are people that can hold up somewhat and peel off. And then he's going to use the wingers to play to trap back. I don't think Whisper would be tracking back in system, and he's going to be trying to focus forward, and that's going to be one less player that he wants to do his job, because the coach is not that high-tech coach as what we would have wanted. We would have wanted Whisper.
So exactly what you described a while ago. Exactly what you described a while ago. A lot of people don't know the tacticalness of football, right? They only know of a man going forward. They don't know if his what you call it, duties, right? So when a player doesn't get picked, and this guy can beat 4, 5, 6 people, but they don't know the other qualities that you have to have.
JD providing 1v1 education. No. These are things that I learned, and remember, I talked to them. I'm talking to them on YouTube, so they are telling you that are validating what I'm saying is true. Karim said Whisper play right wing and left wing for Manning Cup. So simple means he's still playing a wing forward role, but he has the ability.
So he's not playing a forward then.
Yes, he's not playing a true.
He's playing
nine,
the wing.
a true 9 big strong player. He's not playing that role. Because he's so versatile, he has the size, and he still can apply out wide. You understand me? Yes, but he's not going to be the one
Yes.
to run back, track full back to come back forward. So you're not a left midfielder, a right midfielder, or a winger. You're not a true winger. So the wing
And
forward is
that
in
goes back
between
to
a winger and a
a coach
striker.
see these qualities.
Yes.
Yeah. And that goes back to the coach, right? A coach know the players and say, okay, this is what I'm looking for in the team, and that, and I'm getting that, right? But on a serious note, now, another note.
Hold on.
I heard Mr. Speed.
Hold on before.
Yeah.
He can be a wing for. He can be a striker. A central forward. TikTok. Because TikTok says Whisper is a central forward. I can't remember a good winger as big as him. Or walk as much. But the problem, TikTok, you're not listening to me. You know, you have this role which is a wing forward role. It occupies two spaces on the field at the same time. You understand me? But they mainly penetrate and going forward. Shamar Nicholson was playing a wing forward role at Challeray before. All right. Yes, so yeah, you do have them TikTok. You just need to know the rules. And now me realize you don't know all of the rules them TikTok. So when me talk about football, don't come and go like you want to style me. All right? Yes, continue, Carla.
Yeah,
Sorry
on
about that.
TikTok, Lord have mercy. Yeah, so anyway, so this is the problem that I hear, you know, I mean, Mr. Speed said, and I agree with him 100%. He was talking about the coaching, right? On another show and also on your show, right? And anybody would just come and say, you know what I mean, you know, them is master coach and coaches and coach, right? Since we've been failing for the last 10, 15 plus years, right? Shouldn't the administration realize this, that, you know, we have a coaching problem like a long time ago and start to do something about it? Not just now, which is good now that them actually realize it and start, you know, and start with something about it, right? And I have this optimist, this, you know, this strong feeling that better coaching is going to lead us to, you know, somewhere great. Because if our athleticism and all that, right? If we learn the modern game and come out, and just a few more Jamaicans start playing as, you know, like I said, two more players start playing at the Premier League, come from yard, or so we win the Gold Cup, and you have the overseas based players playing in the league, people are going to start, you know, to take a next look at us, right? And I just hope that whoever get the chance can go up there and do something good with it. So them start look for more players, you know, and make the pool, make it be a fight to get to the national team.
I think they're going to provide different ways, man. They're going to provide different ways. But I don't want to talk too good about them, you know, because I've realized my fan base start talking about me. I work for JFF and them madness. They say, you know what? I don't care from this point. I'm done with it.
Take TikTok for calling so you can have a discussion.
No, TikTok says he only
TikTok
talks to football people that has footballing knowledge, and everything that I talked about that he can go in books in and look, you know. Obviously, if he cannot get the books, you know, he would have actually saw that I'm correct, you know, and said he wants to talk to people with footballing knowledge, and I'm proving to him that he doesn't have the football knowledge that I have. But that is how it is in Jamaica.
Yeah, man,
people just disrespect you.
So me go and listen to you.
All right, respect and thanks. Yeah, respect and thanks to the colleague, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man, respect.
Yeah, man.
All right, so that was the great Jermaine Miller. All right, yes, guys, please smash the like button. Let me see how much likes on the video. If we pass 200, remember 250. We're trying to target now, guys. We are trying to see if we pass 200. Oh God, okay, we are not even at 200 as yet, guys. Come on, man, stop disrespecting the program. Get me past 200 and then pass the 200 to 250. We are going 3 hours, 90 more minutes. Let me see if I can go through as much comments right here. Come on, JD. You know, yes, I know. I just a cataract. I just trying to find a reason to burn out cataract. Up JD and the fam. Yes, man. All right, soon gonna hear JD turn FIFA president. No, man, I can't turn FIFA president, man. JD might as well start getting paid by JFF. Seeing EOE. No. I'm not recruiting nobody. I am not. You're not gonna come and put them stamp on my name. You know, I have not called no one in the JFF. None at all. Nobody. I've not talked to nobody. All right, man. Talk about headline long time. We want to do it our way, Africans. All right. JD, you turn double agent? What? Oh my God! Watch yourself at JD, cause me only cover specific topics for my short videos. You know, battle ready for fling in a boss. What what did I do? No local bashing, caller. A lot of UK players are not what they are purported to be. All right, my God. So you're the local analyzer. JD, did Martinez fling away Fellaini? No, yeah, I think Fellaini. I don't know what I'm to Fellaini. Fellaini saved Belgium a lot of times, you know, man, even with all of that talent. But because of this man crappy 3-4 2-1 system with no defensive central or nothing at all, you know, it was terrible, man. I can't stand it, man. Nicholson did the same thing as Paris. Yes, I do believe that. Yes, Paris. All right, JD. If you start at the top, down is the only up. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I think we should stop push to get the players them so far up when they are not that at that level. We have to take our time to build. You know, MLS is now looking at designated foreign players now. Okay, nice. Slovenia, Domzali, Kopa, Ukraine. All right, thanks very much for that. So that's why USL is being looked at. Okay. All right. JD, ask the caller who went directly from JA to the MLS and what happened with him. All right. TikTok is just in his feelings. I can tell him, man. Let me hear now. Jeremy, the conversation was that Scarlett and Whisper are better finishers than Jamari Clark. I don't know. I have to see it. I have to see it first. You know, I have to see it. Yeah. But I had said that I thought that before before Scarlett played, I said I think Scarlett and Jamar Clark at the same level. But people cussed me out, Giovanni, bun me out and stuff and said me a madman, you know. But I don't think he had showed his best there because his touches at under 20 was not the best. So a lot of things could have actually improved. But that is down to the coaching, not giving them enough time to work and consistent timing. Carla, nobody disagreed with you this morning regarding Pearson quality and readiness. The disagreement came with Pearson was called garbage. Okay. So you're at that first fight. All right, JD, he's coaching another vlogger and not the coach that oh God, Jesus Lord. Jesus Lord. Oh my God. Before the game. So why you never put the comment before me start talk? Oh Lord. So that's why I always get JD, ask him what is his qualification and our coaching experience. Okay. Zian Scarlett isn't improving. He's playing as much as he did before. Yes, so that's not good. All right. EL Eddie Guna. Can't be a wing forward. Either he's a forward or a winger. Jesus God, Eddie. That's what the coach never know for Jamaica under 20. That's why he never know that. Does him never know where to use a player. Him think the player was not as good as the strikers them, but never know it's just a new breed of players. And you have to have new systems to make them thrive in. All right, Eddie? So, Eddie, go take a pill because you have wing forwards. You're mad, Eddie. All right. So, Eddie said, supporting striker, you mean? You have left wing forward and you have right wing forward. They are supporting strikers just the same, but they are slash wingers because their work is different from a winger or a forward. So they are a registered actual position, Eddie. You get me? They are. JD footballing, I think Antonio would be better as a inside forward than a true CF. What you think? I think Andre Gray is a better all-around CF. Okay. Maybe it could. All right, guys. All right. Okay, get the lights of the 200. Yes, man. Where's the one, Eddie? Tell me about they don't have wing forward. Eddie, boy, me I tell you, man. You see all them stuff here? And he might come with conviction to tell me, say, we don't have wing forward here. In a football, you know? That's guide. I am having papers every day studying, and this man tell me foolishness. You know? JD, the oligarch, gone scouting. Oh, okay, gone scouting. Tyrone, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Zian played poorly at the tournament in my eyes. Yes, I would say that. You know, Eddie Guna went to the same school as Fuzzy. Eddie, come back and say sorry, you know, because you dismiss you have wing forward in football, you know. I never call you out, you know. Carl, Cavalier, thanks for being here, all right? Yeah, man, football mash up in Jamaica. What you talking about? The shots and stuff? Richard Green, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. You know, see, company football league over old Barber get shoot up. Yes, I saw it. Embarrassing, man. Who is the under 17 coach? We will get all of those information. Wing forward, run less. Jay, you're right. They are called as inside forward. Ronaldo is 6'3" and is one of the best wingers of all time. Son is 6 feet and is an inside forward. But you have left and right, so it's still and they are coming off wings, so that's why they call them wing forward. And remember, the linkerkant and the rechterkant in Netherlands is kind of different. So, but they still call it wing forward on the paper. And when they do the translation, it's still in wing forward. When I get the English paper, it's still wing forward nonetheless. You understand me? So I'm not giving Eddie no space. That's what I'm telling you. Don't come in my department, come fight me. All right? Yes. Big up yourself. The great Neil, how you doing? But there you are with the one Eddie. Him come drop comments as try style. I come and tell me about football. When I just football alone, me talk about. I'm football.
Eddie can't bring a win forward again, man. Eddie relax.
What you say?
But him a win forward. Yeah, but Jenny, me and people say Zion Scarlett play poorly in the tournament. Is it the Zion Scarlett play poorly in the tournament, or we had a poor coach?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. But that they come back to the coach. The reason why Whisper never got selected because Whisper have a different skill set, and it might not require that he wants only two traditional forwards out of that, and he preferred Zion Scarlett, and clearly he preferred Jamari Clark because Jamari Clark have the strength and the size, and we are still playing 4-4-2 style of ball game always. So you need a all-up man, and Jamari Clark would always come first as the all-up man, so he was in it. So it would have come down to. So these are the things to show you that we were perfect in our statement. You know, when we said it's going to come down to Zion Scarlett, our Whisper. That's what I said. It's going to come down to in our assessment. You know, because I think that Jamar Clark has something that none of them have, which is the size and also the older player. You understand me? And he can finish. It's not like he's 50% of a finisher than them. You understand me? Him himself can get himself in position because I think he's a better poacher than them because he reaches in position. I do believe his finishing is down. I don't know if it's worse than them, but I think he gets himself in position. He has the size to hold a player, so he can be a menace. And with Fuzzy, with systems that struggle to get up the pitch, you need a person that can draw you up the pitch. So I think he was there to do the job, and he was the best selected person for the job. I think if you wanted to put Whisper in it, you needed to change a coach. Because if you bring him there, he wouldn't have done much difference as well. I think he would have stressed out himself and not do better than Zion also.
If we had a good coach, we would have qualified for the World Cup. That coach, when we are qualifying, I don't know if he even know what he wants. Because you have to talk about playing style. You see the playing style, eh? That the coach, I wouldn't say player them poor. I would say coach was a poor coach. You understand? Because if you have two good forwards, and he's a good coach, you're not going to find a way to get to in that team.
Yeah, but you need a player. You need a player to do the job done.
Yeah, because you understand? I just feel like I told them pick a team to figure out the tournament there. And the way and then send a poor coach, two poor coach. Because technical director I did it too, so obviously I'm a part of it. You understand? I don't know where my technical director. Maybe I drive my job. You know, when I got school, I had the TD. Maybe my job when I'm a coach. I mean, you know where I'm going for. Maybe I do the flight. But when I say to him a JD, me people say, Whisper is a good player.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
he
Whisper is a
dominate
good
the
player.
football.
Yeah, 100%.
And he dominate the football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Peter Jamaica Clark would have played a schoolboy football in the dominate.
I don't think Shamar Clark could have ever played in a schoolboy football. Shamar Clark is at a different stratosphere, and he would have just dominated the football. It would have been embarrassing because he wouldn't have to run much. They would have to just get the ball to him, and he would have dominated every game. Shamar Clark would have scored 4 goals every single game. If you take him 4 goals, he would have ended up around 95 goals in the. Brother, you saw even bigger players from 80 struggling to keep up with him, and the 80 players are big as him.
All right. You understand? So I feel like I say sometimes we look for a certain player and I say, well, you know, certain player maybe because they're born in England, they get a certain team.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, still have to work.
Yes,
and
man.
Like,
yes,
no
man.
Put in a team, so you still have to work, see. And many players them who are playing a schoolboy football, where they dominate. How much of them play JP in Jamaica? Are they disappear after they don't play?
Yeah, a lot of them disappear after them don't play, and a whole heap of them go straight up, and a lot of them go further their education. Remember, education is a thing to in a school, you know. So a man just play football to see where it can go, and then education pretty much first as well, you know.
You understand? So JD, we have just hope say that coach will come in, do what he say more do. And we can actually improve nice selection of team. You understand? We don't want to say 2 in until it's out. A man will play championship and a man will not play nothing. We have a vacation. I get called. Come here, say last tournament, we will play last year. The reason why they never call him for vacation. So, you can call a man for vacation. And a man will actually play. You don't call him. So we can selection that.
I just think that they just put some players there, and we have to judge him off the next one. You know, they just want to fulfill the obligation at this point with some of the big players them in it, and get some data on the players them, and from there he's going to pick the players them that he think can move forward, and then that's practically it. That's practically it after that. That's what I do believe.
Yeah. Me understand that. You understand, because you pick certain player put front time because him don't know a player there. So what you put in front time, him have to select from. Yeah, you understand?
Yeah, facts.
So you just give him more time, and when he get around in the country, and he can get to know certain players and see what going. Hopefully we can see a time come when the coach selecting one squad. That means we can say, all right then, why pick this player, why pick that player. You see me I say?
Yeah. Facts.
All right, now maybe they not pick some player and put in front time. You understand?
Yeah,
because I think this coach would have no Topi.
No. You don't have any stats on Topi, but maybe they would actually give. No, and it wasn't him pick the team directly. This was a lot of them. Mr. Speed said it's like four of them or so. So we have to take their word. It wasn't him pick it directly. I think that it's the same as Paula. When Paula just came in for the Peru game, it was like a lot of personnel that picked the team with him. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, so nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. That's the exact thing that took place. The exact thing that took place. Nothing else.
We just have one previous JD, and we want to support them. You understand? Because we don't want to come out every day and we accost them and we want to support them. We want to see what they want to do. You understand?
Yeah, but Bossy, we never. But I think, Bossy, we never. I don't build a stream because no Jamaican player. If I when we from that there be a good stream I build. Everyone in stream a good stream.
Yes. You understand? So let's give them a chance and see what because it don't make no sense. Every day you get up on this bag of fighting, this bag of thing are going. But now we watch them and see what they do. You understand? And anytime they step up by real, then we can get back. You see me I say? But we know if they say they want a clean slate, we give them a chance and see what they do. You understand? Because all we want are the best with Jamaica. We want to see the team play where we can proud of our team and feel good that we sell. Yeah, because that's all.
Yeah,
You see
yeah,
me I say? So,
yeah.
me, I say right now, let's give them a chance and see what they come up with. You understand? And me, today when I talk about the Argentina match and 5-0 and things, I call and tell you, say, he believe 5-0. But I don't disagree with him. I believe we will get something like that still, because we have to be realistic and realize we have worked against a powerhouse team, and our team kind of
So
scanty
this is
right now.
is a 5-0 we are get.
Definitely a 5-0.
So
You don't be
guys, you
surprised.
know what you're gonna do for that game? I'm gonna open the panel and everyone is gonna be here. I'm not gonna do no statistics, nothing. We're just gonna have an ends out, and I have a bottle of champagne here. No, I can't put champagne. I have to just bring some other alcohol because it will seem like I'm celebrating. So so I will find something. I will have to find something else, and we'll reason on the stream until the game finishes. That's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm not gonna do any graph and showing nothing. We're just gonna have as much people want to come on. We talk what's going on in the game, and we just have a good time. That's all. Yeah, I'm not gonna take this game serious. I've no analytical breakdown or nothing at all. You know? Yes.
Yeah, because and you can't judge the coach on this game because
the coach doesn't have a job. The coach is not signed as yet. You know, the coach still have to come in January, right? So
yeah, you just have to get things together. So
so you can't blame the man and the man not coming at the job as yet.
Yeah, because you know some people sometimes they just overdo things, like them put certain kind of expectation out there for themselves, and then when for them expectation don't meet, they start cost everybody. You understand? So with me, we're going at this game. If they get 5, it's not surprising to me. You understand? But we want to see what going forward. We just want to see going forward how things are set up. What kind of team them will pick. Because this youth here we play for Sporting Lisbon when you Marcus Edwards. Maybe they want this guy can play for Jamaica anyway.
Well, we're not for check, man. We're gonna check and see if he can play for Jamaica.
Because this guy's a really good player, JG. They're real and he's young. You understand? So, you know, we can watch them JG and show them a deal with still.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we just want to see what they might do going forward. So, because I hear like them must have a game against Chile potentially in November. So, you know.
Yeah. I saw it. So I'm gonna wait on it and then see what's up.
Right.
You know. All right. Big up, big boss.
Right.
Tomorrow again we'll chop it up. All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right, guys, thanks for the 200 likes so far. Keep on smashing that like button. We will just go through the comments, and once you finish the comments, that's up. Drea said Liam Bailey is a wing forward. That's why he's struggling in Aston Villa. But he's actually, I think Liam Bailey is a true winger as well, but he can try to play the wing forward role. But Aston Villa preferred 2 strikers and 1 attacking midfielder, and that's definitely causing them problem. We did a video for that, by itself, and it played out exactly as what we said. Imaxit, I heard you said Richarlison was going to be starring for Tottenham, and you was a madman. But let's what been happening. I think out of the 4 games or so he played, 2 of those games he had the highest stats than Harry Kane. But you seems to never look and watch. All right, yes, and I never put those words, but you can spin the word all you want. DJ Gigs. I thought you would have come back and said I'm not so much of a madman because he had 2 good games over Harry Kane. But you never said that. Yeah? So you can hide the information. You dominate. Yes, he would have be dominant fully. All right. It's even harder because you have a lot more to compete with. Yes. Yes, man. Thanks to the 200 likes. People want to keep on running the show, making the show a good one. Salah is a week forward. Yes. The caller is right. The coach should have included both of them in the squad. Yes, we agreed with that. But I'm telling you that I had talks with even his father and Mr. Butler, and I'm trying to calm down Mr. Butler. But Mr. Butler, he's not going to take any talk, And I'm trying to explain it to him. I say, no, I hear nothing about nothing and nothing about nothing. If they need to get the right coach, if them can't fit the players, them. Whisper might even get more vex. The recruiters says that if the UK under 17 players chose Jamaica, he will be good. He might be good enough. Okay, wow. So can Whisper play under 17? Let me know. Whisper, okay, yes, the same thing he's saying. Ian says Jamaica winning 1-0, Argentina 17% possession. And then we have Ray Baba in the building said Craig Butler haters, them enough higher. put uno differences aside and put the player and the football first. Aya. 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 Ray Baba. Let me tell you this. Me a eater because me big up whisper the most. Alright? So me know what you talk about. And Craig Butler. Yes, I did a show yesterday bigging up Craig Butler. And he was here. So we can talk the truth. Aya. Alright? Aya fire. All right. I would listen. I wouldn't listen to the haters. Morocco and Qatar was supposed to kill us. Morocco did. So why you try avoid the Morocco? Why you never just said Qatar never did? All right. John My Stupid remind me of another hyped up player named Ranika Clark, who went to the USL and just bounced around. All right. Realistically, 7-0. My God. The coach is on the job. He's already signed and working. He will move to live in Jamaica in January. Thank you very much for the correction, sir. TikTok. So I'm very sorry to phrase it wrongly, TikTok. So hopefully you told me sorry for all of the battering that I gave to you early on, and you keep moving the goalposts. It takes a man to say sorry, TikTok. All right. So you are not a man. You are a machine. This coach will prove to me he's not a part of the foolishness when he drops the project. JFF keeps putting in. Yes, I do. That's what I'm waiting on as well. Argentina 4-0. This is not because of the difference in the team quality alone, but because tackling is usually toned down in World Cup tune-up games. Okay. JA versus England 6-0. I think it was Peter Crouch and his robot dance. I was watching that game. Yeah, that was a nice game, man. JD, imagine when Pinnock and the defenders from Reading, that's our best team. Okay, yeah. More, yeah. But Moore has not been playing the best, but maybe under this coach he might be much better. JD, he just helping out with the games because there is no coach. Yes, that's what he said. He hasn't started as yet, But TikTok no more than us, so let we give him. JD Rickett said YouTubers can recommend players, so that player might be good to recommend. All right. JD, I still think Shamar is better as an inside forward for me. I think that is actually the truth, That's what I think is the problem with him. All right. Yes, Marcus Edwards eligible to play for Jamaica. Would Whisper be hyped as much if Butler never hyped him? I think people said it's me hyping him. It's me hyping, but he's doing good in the Manning Cup. So what can I say? The guy said 1-0 Jamaica. Yes. Whisper was never hyped. No. They said me hype him up. Remember, man? You can't say that, man. I did a bully video and he Whisper. So maybe they said I hyped him up. And this is Whisper's father in the chat, So, or the summoned the Whisper father, JJ, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right, guys, we have 10 more minutes. Get me to 2:50, man. Stop playing with the program, man. We don't know the hottest show around in a Jamaica space, man. We don't do it. We don't want to behave some, man. Not true, man. Not because I'm not doing early shows for this week. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Yes, man. Do me some favor. DJ Gigs, I was saying, them say you're a madman. Okay. Was okay. You agree with me? Yes, man. Them don't know say. Yeah, me go beat Africans and one Jason, man. That's 3 more good games more my ball I have, and that's it. No, JD. Next John, he actually starts. So I was correct. You see, you with TikTok. I'm actually correct with what I've heard, and you said I'm wrong. TikTok, come back and tell me sorry. Or else me now read one more comment. Sorry to say, but Argentina will kill us. Alvarez, Messi, and all the others. We stand no chance. Number 1 guy. JD, Mr. Spade said that the coach start no, not in January. Okay. All right, but the coach says I thought that the coach said the opposite. So he could be in the stand because he doesn't start as yet. But he decided to take part in the match. So the coach literally, let me play it. The coach literally said, so let me play it before we go out, because it's either the coach don't know him job, I don't know what's going on with him. So let me play it before we leave, so people can't get it mixed up. All right. Let me play it. Let me play it before we leave. TVJ. All right, and then we'll leave right after that, because that's what the coach says. Higher rating, not stats. Yes. Yes. So, all right. So once he has the higher 5 more games and those 5 more good games, and that's it. All right. Let me try and get this up. Oh, TVJ released so much videos, man. Damn. The man them released like around 500,000 videos in 2 minutes. All right.
Coach Heimir Hallgrímsson, who was unveiled today, says it will not be business as usual under his tenure. The Icelandic coach also overturned the non-selection of goalkeeper and captain Andre Blake by bringing him back into the fold.
The move to appoint Heimir Hallgrímsson as head coach has been described as a game changer by JFF President Michael Ricketts. And Hallgrímsson wasted no time in introducing himself as the builder, one who is here to correct what has gone wrong with the program. That's a similar attitude he went to Qatar with after guiding Iceland to the World Cup. Only thing, he went in with the wrong mindset.
I was in Qatar for 3 years.
Good question.
Came there like I thought I was the best coach in the world.
TikTok said it's just
Went
a bad
to Qatar,
comprehension level.
All the
man
players
is
there
working.
to become Icelandic
All right,
players
all right.
with the Icelandic mentality. But sure, I hit the wall there. So now I'm experienced enough to know that I have to adapt to the Jamaican culture. I have to learn about how you do things here before I start to tell people, you know, all the things what I want them to do.
Hallgrímsson, who agreed he knows little about Jamaica's football, says based on what he has seen lately, a lot needs to change.
Most of the games I see where my strength is as a coach, and I think maybe possibly the president and the board saw that my strength as a coach is to organize things, and I think the team has been a little bit disorganized. Again, the potential of the players is, in my opinion, below the quality of the matches. So I'm pretty good at maximizing players' potential.
Stability is another area that the new coach says that his focus will be on going forward with the squad.
We cannot be playing 100 players and always starting from zero to try to implement our thoughts now as 10 new players next game, and we have to start from zero. We always have to build on what we were doing. So stability is number one and continuity is number two. And then you have to have the players to fit. So you basically give the players chance and you build on them. If they are good, they continue. If they're not good, the others will take the place.
When the squad was announced to play against Argentina in the September 27 friendly, one name stood out on the missing list, and that's goalkeeper and skipper Andre Blake. But Hallgrímsson pulled the first rabbit out of the cap, with Blake making a return, with everyone starting with a clean slate.
And I hope that all the things that have happened in the past is in the past. I hope when we start, we don't take problems from the past to the present. Yeah, it was now in the press is a lot written about Andre Blake, the captain of the team. For me, it's in best case scenario a little bit embarrassing, but I can tell you here we had a talk. The case is settled. He is in the squad.
Despite down to take charge of the Argentina friendly this month, Hallgrímsson's contract officially starts in January of next year and has put pen to paper on a 4-year deal.
The TVJ said and the statements said his contract starts in January. So that's what they just said, and that's what the write-up said. So we're going to make sure we check it to see when he starts. All right, when his contract starts. All right, yes. We're going to make sure that, and TikTok has to come, once it's January, TikTok has to come and say sorry. We're not going to have a TikTok if he's not going to say sorry, because he's acting like he's this Superman that cannot get anything wrong. All right? Yes. All right? we have to, TikTok has to tell us sorry. All I said is that Richarlison won't have higher rate stats than Kane and Son for the season. Never said he couldn't get to the. All right. And the coach no start till January. Okay, so that all right. Yo, TikTok cannot wrong. Yo, guys, TikTok cannot wrong. The man full of a craft. He cannot be wrong. Me just hope he doesn't hit the wall here. Okay. Sterling, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. The coach is working. He made a decision to bring back Blake. Well, as what we said, that's what they said. His contract officially starts January. I'm actually football. Based on how I see, I've seen Richarlison played when he was at Everton, proved that if he got in a good system, he will perform. Yes, man, I know that, man. I know that, man. I know that. Yes, man. TikTok. Anybody saw Madman Low attempted riot against Ravel team yesterday? Jesus Christ. TikTok. You need to come and say sorry. TikTok. It's time for you to say sorry. We're at the end of the show. Yes. All right. Rockford says a long. Okay, no, but Rockford, remember, this is a new channel, you know, guys. It's a new channel, so if you never subscribe, make sure to subscribe, Rockford, because we are build back the channel, we are build back the thing to where we did it before. All right, yeah, man. So, guys, we have done our next 3 hours and added, you know. So tomorrow we are going to check in back the same time, but next week we are going to start back our early day crack yet again. All right, yes, man. So all of the man I'm check in. We see Nitro. So Nitro said TVJ should be carrying the Argentina match. This match must be free to hear, to engage the fans. Good lord. So they don't have any money. Remember, they said they don't have any money till next year, you know, January, you know. All right. And you know why I think it's next year, January, this man contract will start? Because maybe next year, January, the full money are coming. So maybe it's true. You will see what the big man, Mr. Speed, said. He's working. All right. We're going to find out. Because if it's true, TikTok, I have to come back and tell you sorry. We're not going to read when they comment and tell you sorry. You have to be a man. All right. Respect Rockford, man. Thanks very much, everybody, man. And if you never knew, our big channel got shut down. So we are starting right here. Our vibes never drop off. Our work ethic never drop off. All right. So yet again, we have touched all the contents that we said we wanted to do as what we came here to we with Shamar Nicholson, Curtis Still, the manager, Observer takes, the JFF takes. We talked about low situation. We talked about Christopher Zaidi, RIP to him and his family, condolence. Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Rockford. Massive respect, man. So, guys, please smash that like button on your way out, and definitely tomorrow, tomorrow you join me back again. But you can always send in the questions, you know, guys. And when we talk something here, go and research it. I beg you to go and research it, and I think that's how you will give me more respect, because I do spend time on these things, and obviously I do it in class. So sometimes it's the same thing we're here talking about. But at the same time, do check them, man. Do check them, you know? Yeah, do check them. Don't just listen to people's statement just so. Check them. You know, because TikTok says reaction timing is bogus in football. That's what TikTok says today. Reaction timing is bogus. Can't believe that. Why you call Low madman as if you don't know what happened? Ishmael, it was not me call Low madman. It was TikTok. I literally stated TikTok says that Low was a madman, want to fight the entire team. I have never said anything about him myself, Ishmael. All right? Yes. All right? I've never said anything bad. So don't paint a picture of me, Ishmael. I have not said anything. And I'm just reading a comment. All right? TikTok, stop these controversial comments, because you have Ishmael here. And Ishmael, Balakar, you, the people in my eyes are always a war with me. So I can't bother. I can't bother with it. All right, guys, thanks very much for another beautiful show. Keep on smashing the subscription. Keep on sharing it far and wide. And as we said, we are going to reach exactly where we want to. So I have to just comment everyone that keeps supporting it. Peace out, TikTok, and everyone in the chat. Ishmael, number 1, Triple E, Island Car, Rockford, Jason, Richard Green, Bartender Thompson, Thomas in the building, Jason, No Ferran, Sean Bowen, Nitro, Ian, Graniero, Mad Vibes, Leroy Bailey, DJ Gigs, Sterling, Jesus, God, man, Jamaican footballers highlight. If I make sure we go through all that here because Richard Green, JJ, Richie and Ryle, big up yourself, Jerome, Ramai Reed, thanks for those comments as well. Cygnus Media, thanks for your input as well. Eagle Republic, the boss, Ray Baba, Rastafari, big up yourself, thanks for being here as well. Yes, Chucking, Faro Chucking, thanks for being here. Yes, Drea, checking. Then we have Pagan in the building. Yeah, man, all our number ones, them, man. Just keep on supporting the program. Massive respect. Africans, Jamaican Guna, the great Eddie Guna. Massive respect, man. All right, guys. So see you in the next one. We will be chopping it up tomorrow. This time next week, we will resume the content no crack at the normal time, the early morning stream. All right. Peace out. See you in the next one.